self-explanatory. Just a bunch of hazard to dodge. So if you have more donations, now is the time to go for it.
I would love to. Okay, I had $20 from our own Cyberbot X, who says, "Dang, this NES block and PJ has been amazing, and it isn't even over yet. Excited to see how the block ends. Gotta help finish off the English 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓭 incentive." And I think, let me double check on that one. 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓭 is now at $2,100 out of $2,500. So that is absolutely attainable here soon.
Fireball.
We have another. What is it with Calvin JJ? $150. When the going gets tough, get off your own lawn. It's like. Aaron127, $15. I've been watching PJ since his legendary 𝓕𝓻𝓃𝓃𝓔 speedrun. Can't wait for the next world record attempt.
My finest work.
$100 from 𝓕𝓻𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓔.
Oh, wow.
Bad boy.
The man, the legend, inspiring people. Thank you, Daniel.
Totally rad job by the Mexican runner and everyone at Awesome Games Done Quick 2018. Keep up the fight to terminate cancer, and you'll probably be, and promise you'll be back.
I'll be back.
Please donate towards any incentive if needed. I'm not picky, so Superman. Oh, I'm saying Superman, but that's not in the donation.
Well, the Tysonator is really a big inspiration for me. I know I have beaten all the NES games, but the Tysonator has also done really crazy achievements. And well, thank you so much really for watching. It means a lot to me and to a lot of people here.
I have $100 from Ape Agitator that says, "Beating the jetpack jump in Battletoads was a crowning life achievement for me. Donating Superman 64 because while we research curing cancer, let's figure out how to make Superman 64 never happen again."
All right, so this stage is super cool to run. It's a lot of fun, but all of these platforms are moving on. I think they all start moving at the beginning of the stage. I think it's all on the stage timer. So if you move through the stage consistently and you know where the platforms are, you can just climb incredibly fast. One thing that helps us is what's called ledge canceling, which you see right there. Pretty much any time TMR is jumping onto any ledge in this stage, if you clip the corner of a platform on the way up from your jump, you land on it instantly, and you can just immediately re-jump. So you can just cook straight through this whole stage. It's really incredible.
No, whoa. Everything under control.
Nice. Nice. If you were player 2, you would have gotten stuck under the boss entrance there.
Yeah. Well, this is Robomanu's fight, and well, it just looks like a very nice Killer Instinct Ultra combo, but it is actually a little bit difficult because you don't gain control immediately, so the double tapping is a little bit tricky. It has to be kind of delayed, so that makes it a little bit tough. But with a little bit of practice, it's totally doable.
Nice. Alright, so there's a super cool strat here. You can jump over the wall at the beginning and start swimming through the out of bounds area. The green background stuff is water, believe it or not. And try and swim around the whole area he was supposed to go through and arrive up at the top to hit the checkpoint.
Nice.
And that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The reason he can't just swim straight to the exit, despite that part not connecting to the exit, is because you have to hit all the checkpoints like we said before. If you skip that checkpoint and go later in the stage, you can just keep going through the stage, but like none of these gates are here, the wheels aren't there, the checkpoints aren't there, and as a result, the exit itself isn't there at the end. So he has to go back up to the top.
Yeah, this level is one when I was a kid that I was very stuck in this one. It's just like, especially these wheels, it's just a lot of trial and error. As you can see there, they put a really nice spikes there just to land for you to learn the valuable lesson.
Yeah.
That's not the way to go. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, right there we have some spike skips. Like the bottom half of the spikes are not actually active, so they don't hit you. Oh, nice.
Oh, good hammerfish.
We got a blind fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
This guy's not blind. Now he is.
So we'll have some sharks, and it's worth to mention that you have different kind of diving strokes in here. Like if you hold the button, it's gonna go higher. If you just gently tap, it's gonna go a little bit lower. So I try normally to do some taps according to where I am. I mean, how far I am from the wheel or not. And also another thing, it's very tricky, like you have to hold the A button like to get off the water. So that particular jump that I did before.
Yeah, that jump is awful.
Yeah, that is the main part that is extremely hard. Well, until that point, right? It's just getting harder. This is Battletoads. They cannot make it easy for you. So in here we start with a spinner skip that I will try. Oh, come on.
Close.
Well, yeah.
Well, of course, I'm TMR. So there's a cool trick he's doing here. If you jump, if you enter the background of that pipe while you're in the air, and therefore out of water,
It
the
works
game
at
never actually
Nintendo.
realizes that you land
I
in
have the
water
largest
because it just can't figure it out. So he's able to do dash attacks even though he's in the water because he entered the background out of water. And that's another really good spike skip. He was punching to line up on the right pixel, and then he was just buffering a full height swing. Keeping the streak going.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Well.
All right, so Rat Race is a three race stage against this rat. You want to get to the bottom and kick the bomb before the rat does. And what he's going to do instead is get to the bottom and just kill the rat, because then he wins. The game actually thinks that the rat is a boss. So the rat has the boss flag, and if you kill a boss, the stage ends. Bingo.
Yes.
Yeah, so during that stage, I don't know what method you use, but many runners, they listen to the bounces of the rat to know on which side he's on when you kick the bomb. You can kind of predict where the rat's going to fall, and then you just have to listen to the pitch of the falling rat in the background to know when to do the headbutt.
Yeah, usually if you have a perfect fall, you more or less know that it's going to be like very close to the wall, and this one was really close to the wall. Well, I haven't mentioned like about the speedrun of this game. Like I started in 2013, and I really love this game. I beat this game when I was a kid. I had like 9 years old, I think I was, and this was my biggest NES like achievement. But I didn't have friends who really play the game, so like I could share only this with my brother, and now I can share it with the world. So yeah. But well, this speedrun. In 2013, the world record was like 16:31, I think, by Ictus. I was really impressed. I mean, the first time I watched a speedrun of this, I was like, man, this is tool assisted, right? No.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal run.
Yeah.
That was really great.
And well, later on, I started speedrunning, and I found a YouTube video, and there was JC583, they're my good friend, and well, he's the current world record holder for any percent. I'm the current world record holder for this category. And well, in here I'm gonna try something very specific. Oh, I didn't do it, okay. It's possible to do a jump and you can save a tiny bit of time. In here I'm gonna do like a, oh, well, not exactly that. Huh, this is gonna be tricky. No, not anymore. Well, there was a trick that, like that one, that headbutt, like I walk the opposite direction and I go back.
Yeah. So you do the stationary headbutt instead of advancing forward, yeah.
The thing is that before the 5th hit, like it will have like invincibility frames, and after the 5th hit, it's just pretty hard to do. I still got a few just to show you, but well, those green platforms are like in a global timer of 4 seconds, and I need to be really fast, like I was lucky. And well, there's some certain tricks like that one that is a dash spring from the trampoline. It's like kind of frame perfect. JC says that it's 2, but I believe it's 1. Just like it's really hard to do. So it's pretty impressive, like what Rare did. Like this 3D effect is just sick, honestly. Like
yeah, absolutely.
Feel free to commentate something if you want. Might just okay. Well, I'm gonna wait for him.
I'm scared, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a little bit too. Okay, in here we have this cloud that it takes 5 hits, or 7, sorry. So it is random when it dives. And well, that was an actually okay pattern. Here we have a section that it can be really tough. No, come on. Well, I mean, it's fine. It's possible to do the dash from the trampoline. It's really tough, but okay. The silence, it just... I think that thing is putting me more nervous.
I can't stop staring, man. This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is a really intense stage all the way through.
Yeah.
And there's lots of really tricky dash jumps and just knowing platform placement. Like he already knows where he's gonna land before he jumps. It's really amazing. So it's kind of hard not to be in awe up here watching it. I would say this is one of the hardest NES games as a speedrun, not only just as a casual game.
Oh yeah, this
anyone
run is
can ever
brutal.
try. All the tricks are just absurdly hard. He's going to do some cool platform manipulating here too with the way this spins and jump on the ones that aren't necessarily intended for him to land on. So it's really impressive.
The last part is really brutal. If I go for a crazy dash jump that I should not go, but I'm gonna try it. Let's see what I get. I got it, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, it's just because that cloud can kill you. It takes 1 second.
Right.
If you die, you lose 50 seconds.
Great stage. All right, so Dark Queen here, when you hit her, she just gradually rises up, and then will tornado attack out of reach. So what you want to do is hit her with the...
nice combo.
That was a really great hit.
Yep. Oh, okay. Stay low, please. Thank you. So if you hit her a little bit late, like she's gonna do like a knee attack, and she's gonna stay in the ground. Normally she goes off, but I kind of hit her in a very specific way that she stays in the ground. Or well, I try her to stay in the ground. So that's why you see. Well, that was
pretty good.
You can die after you beat her. So, the time is gonna be soon after in the next transition stream, because I still have control and time. I'm surprised it was still underestimated.
I mean, aside from the stage 3 mishaps, that was an excellent run. That was super good.
Stage 4, the stalactite.
Didn't happen.
Outside of that, yeah, it was a
happen.
really very good run. Very good run. Well, I think the donation incentive was met, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
It is time for some Turbo Tunnel Blind.
Well, unfortunately, it's really difficult that Turbo Tunnel Blind. So in order to ensure that maybe I will get it, I will have to let those big hits me. That's manipulating the sound cue that I will need in the Turbo Tunnel later on. Totally intended that. No, but I need to really grab some lives just to make sure. I mean, it's pretty difficult. Like there's a. Oh, come on. Well, you can ride those dragons sometimes. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, the Turbo Tunnel. I use the audio because that's the only thing I have. But the last section with the walls is something else. It's something else. It's just very difficult because it's just not up and down. Like you can also go to the front and to the back. The big problem is that you don't know how high is your toe and how low.
Right.
And if you gently tap, it doesn't move sometimes. So that's why I'm gonna go to this second level and show you how to get a lot of lives. For those interested in beating this game, it will help you really. So first you can start with some kicks on the birds, if you get them right, of course. Ouch. After a certain amount they give you like points and you can get lives. Oh my god. Oh, well, it's not going that well. But I trust.
I believe.
It'll get easier when you can get the beaks.
Yeah. Is that really their beak? Man, that's brutal.
I think it is, yeah.
I just assumed it was a normal stick.
I always assumed it was the top of the
tear
beak.
their beak
Bird-
right
yeah,
off. And
tear
then
the beak off and beat them with it. Nice.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, no, it's not fine. It scared me totally.
The surprise toaster.
I was not focusing. Yeah. Well, we can read a few donations, I guess, if we have.
Yeah. So we have $100 from Toby Kemp that says, "Great Battletoads blog. Put my money on Pilot Wing Simulator. Superman 64. I've got $20 from Cat77 that says, "Greetings from Azure. Battletoads looks like an awesome game. I can't wait to pre-order it." Clover231 says, "My younger brother won the battle with cancer last year. It was still a year of hell for the entire family. If this helps another family to not go through that, this is money well spent."
Oh, nice.
That bird got the one up instead of you.
That was a teamwork, man.
Yeah.
He didn't like it. He just was like, "Oh, that's not my pole." Man.
So in Battletoads and Battlemaniacs, they have a stage like this as well with like beetles or something, and they can actually take the one up from you. Like they'll hit each other and take away the last hit
Kills
for
the
you.
sequence.
Mhm.
Oh, come on, this is weird.
I have a $150 donation from Aeroblood. It says, "With my girlfriend just getting over thyroid cancer due to early detection, and also having had a scare of colon cancer myself, I'm glad we are all helping to prevent cancer from happening. Keep up the great work, tech guys, runners, and everybody who donates. I believe we can all reach 3 million. And Bonnie89 donates $10 and just says, "TMR, TMR, TMR, TMR."
Well, just as a little background, I tried the Turbo Tuner 2 years ago. Oh, come on, you toaster! No, not this time.
Yeah.
Just being clear, that was toaster you said, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a brand new model, you know, it's just a shiny white.
That's alright. Just play some Smash TV. You'll get 100,000 more.
I just want that one. Okay, yeah, pretty much almost in. Oh, Turbo Tunnel. So I don't have a proper blindfold, but I do have. Oh,
A duck.
yeah, I want like the hat. It's a battle dog. She's my amulet, that dog, that little dog. It's gonna bring me the good luck, hopefully. Yeah, so I tried in 2015, 16, 15. Well, I don't know which year I'm living, but well, I tried, and unfortunately I didn't succeed, but today is a really special day for me because I can get my second chance and prove that that thing is beatable. I'm really happy to be able, hopefully, to make it such a fine event like this one. So I will require, like,
He's your good luck charm. You take it, thanks.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You got it?
Sorry for the audio noises. Well, I don't know if put it this way, if I can put it with the headset. No, I don't know how to put it.
Don't you touch him, PJ.
Yeah,
I was helping.
I will probably need some help somehow. I just
No, you were not. Oh, I was
brute
helping.
force always works. Okay,
Oh, you got it.
is it
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
okay? So I'm gonna put this. Well, I don't know. I don't want people to say that I was not blind, but I cannot see anything. I hope you trust me in this one. And well, here we go. Jump too soon. Oh, come on.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Well done. Well done.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, I really want to dedicate this blindfold to the Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure to be back here among you for this block. I'll be back later in the week, but I am going to turn the microphone now over to the amazing 𝓁𝓗𝓃 to take over. And I will see you all later on. Thank you very much.
Let's try that again with my mic unmuted this time. Thank you so much, the one and only Pop the Ninja Goldfish, passing off the mic to me. Welcome, AGDQ 2018. My name is 𝓁𝓗𝓃. I'm going to be your host. I love you. You're great. Inspiration to hosting. He's so good. My name is 𝓁𝓗𝓃. I'm going to be host for the next couple runs here. Before we get right back into the action with NEScard's Dragon Warrior run, we are going to play a quick Twitch ad. So see you in a minute. Welcome back, Awesome Games Done Quick 2018. Let's get right into this as the setup for Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, whatever you want to call it, continues. We have a $100 donation from Worshipper, who says, Redemption! Sick blindfolded tunnel run, TMR. Here's another 100 for the Superman 64 run. $20 from Steak140 says, TMR! That turbo tunnel was insane, and so is anyone willing to run Superman 64, so let's see that too. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a $5,000 donation from the one and only Fangamer. And the wonderful team over at Fangamer simply says, that blindfolded speeder bike run, ... space, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. A $150 donation comes from Reverend. Wow, TMR, that was amazing, unbelievable, GG. GG's indeed, TMR, that was absolutely incredible. It Was Me 93 donates $5, sharing love and good feels from the UK. We here in the US take those love and good feels and bounce them right back at you, friend. $10 from Pinkerton asks, what's TMR's favorite food? Donation towards Superman because the incentives are justice. Also, hi Adam. All right, I want to take a quick minute here to talk about the prizes that we have during this block, because for the NES block isn't over yet. So in addition to the AGDQ 2018 sketchbook by 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵, which is a single $30 donation anywhere in the entire event, I've seen some of it. It is absolutely amazing. I like to remind you about the $150 cumulative donation for the 8th generation console bundle, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and a Switch, all yours. And the horror AGDQ banner is still up for $50. During the rest of this block, you can still win for $20 an original NES with an EverDrive N8. I don't know how people speedrun NES games without an EverDrive. It is such an indispensable tool, and they cost well more than $20 themselves, let alone the console. For $10, you can get a 𝓁𝒾𝓄𝓿 poster and a copy of Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS. Another $20 will get you a beautiful handmade Samus Aran figurine, and $5 will win you a Dragon Warrior Perler magnet set. So if all of that, Superman 64, and all of the incredible things going on at this event isn't enough to get you to donate, well, it probably is, so I'm not even going to worry about that. $250 comes from Fast B. Just tuned in time to catch TMR's blind turbo tunnel run. Wow, had to donate after that. Quick update, speaking of Superman 64, the incentive is currently sitting at just about $22,000 out of $30,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost there. Let's see, how about this? Let's try and get that incentive done by the time I'm off the mic after Strider. I think we can do it, and I hope you all do too. So let's keep those donations rolling in for this whole rest of the block and the whole rest of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are ready to go with 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉𝓼 and Dragon Warrior. Nescard, take it away.
Hi. Thank you so much, everyone. It is my great honor to introduce the Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior series to AGDQ with the North American release of the game that started it all. Dragon Warrior has gone through a lot of crazy progression over the past 2 years. 2 years ago, I got a fairly optimized crazy RNG run of 5 hours and 15 minutes, and I thought I was done with the game, and then 9 hours later, a runner named Crow posted a proof of concept video showing that it was possible to control the flow of RNG through the game. And what followed, I spent 2.5 weeks basically putting together a manipulation run, and what followed was, to my knowledge, the largest reduction of an optimal run in NES speedrunning history, so it was a pretty big deal. So if you're wondering how short could an RPG like this be with no glitches, no wrong warps, we're going to find out. Before I start, I just need to let you guys know a couple things. When you step from one tile to another, the RNG cycles forward one value, and it uses that value to determine whether or not you encounter an enemy on that square. Anytime you're standing still, the RNG cycles forward 60 frames per second, so it cycles on every frame. So if we're aiming for a very specific pocket of RNG, we don't have much time to do it. So let's jump into this. I'm going to introduce my couch crew in a bit. For now, I'm going to ask them to count us in. Take it away, guys. So here we are in the throne room. In order to set up a manipulation, we need to start from a known value of RNG, and the only way to do that is to save and reset. And when you continue your quest, the game is going to give us an RNG checksum that's based on the sum of basically all of your stats, your strength, your gold, your level, and even your name, which is why I had to choose the name ! For this run. And then from that point, we can proceed down a known path, as long as we we map everything out in advance. It's pretty complicated, but I've got notes here. So we're going to save and reset. We're going to see what this looks like. So the first thing I have to do is clear this text box on a specific frame, because the king doesn't give us a prompt, but we got it there. I can tell by the way the guard moved. He went up and down. It turns out the RNG that governs random encounters in this game also governs the way that NPCs move in this game. So we can use their movement to track what's going on. Now we're going to start walking north here, and I'm going to stop on the first forest tile here. The reason I do this is because if we had walked onto the second forest tile, we would have encountered an enemy. So when we stop on that square, we're locked in place for 16 frames, and the RNG jumps forward 16 values, effectively allowing us to cycle past that encounter. So in the mapping process, we find the first square with an encounter, then we reset, we come back, and we stop on the square before, then we keep walking to our second encounter. And we make a note of where that is, and we keep repeating the process until we basically reach our destination anywhere on the world map. In this case, we're trying to build our experience. We need to get to level 7, so we're going to an area which has the most valuable enemies for experience in the game. And we're also going to manipulate our attacks so that we do excellent moves every time. Need to pause a little bit here to set up our metal slime, and then on the 6th command we're going to attack and get our excellent move. So you're going to see command, 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 and there's our first metal slime. So we're already at level 5 in the first 3 minutes, which is pretty crazy. So I use an audio cue to determine where to clear the text box here. Now we don't know what frame we're on. So I route in a random enemy in between so that we can figure out exactly where we are for marathon safety. Very important that we act first against that enemy. And now we have to pause a little bit here as the RNG cycles forward to our second metal slime. Where is he? There he is. Now here I'm going to do an arrow manipulation. I'm just holding the up arrow and then attacking on the 3rd flash. We get our second excellent move on our second metal slime. 2 more to go. Again, I'm going to use an audio cue to clear this text box.
Nintendo. I have the largest
We're going to
mouse
get either a
pad.
Wraith Knight or a Knight. And another pause. Here I'm watching the animation of our sprite to determine how long I'm waiting. Here are 3 commands, command, 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 and our 3rd excellent move. We got really lucky RNG to encounter them so soon. Here we have to take a bit of a longer pause to find exactly what we're looking for. There's my audio cue. And again, we just walk back and forth in the zone. Here again, we'll get either a Wraith Knight or a Knight. No idea which one until I see it. We run away from the Wraith Knight, immediately start walking, and there's our 4th metal slime. 5 commands here. Command, 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 command. And our 4th excellent move. So we've arrived at level 7, where we learn the sleep spell. And again, we're going to death warp at this point to get back, and this is a predetermined death warp. We get a nice quick death from a Demon Knight. We're going to be sent back. We're going to save and reset and start a new RNG chain from a new checksum. So all the manipulations are going to be different, but the process is similar.
Nintendo. I have the largest mouse pad.
Oh, so I pressed the D-pad a little bit too early there. We're aiming for a very specific frame. But the good news is we can just reset and try again. There we go. He's going to go left. And then down here, these ladies in my way are going to go up right, down up. And that's just a way of verifying that we are on the right frame. Our next step is to go east to 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵, where we buy keys. We need 3 keys to beat the game, but we're going to get 5. The 2 extra are going to be for picking up the wings that are in a treasure chest in that town. And the wings are going to save us an 80-second walk home at the end of the game. The first time I did this route, I actually did the 80-second walk home. It never occurred to me to pick up the wings. So yeah, just being very careful where I stop here. A long pause here. And now when I go through the cave, I need to listen to audio cues. It's going to be a lot easier with these headphones. These are great. All right, we're clear and on our way to our gold man. Now, a gold man would make short work of us without the sleep spell, which is the first reason we need to be at level 7. So we're going to put him to sleep, and we're going to manipulate all of our hits for maximum damage, essentially, or near maximum. And again, the execution on these menu changes, you still have to be very careful. Alright, 2 commands here for the last hurt. And this hurt is to manipulate him so that he gives us enough gold. On the frame where he's killed, it determines how much gold he gives. We got 196, which is just barely enough. We're going to have a random wolf here. We're going to run away. And we've made it into town. So I'm going to be buying 5 keys, then we'll pick up the wings, we'll do another death warp, save and reset. So now would be a good time for some donations.
Oh, don't you worry, we have plenty. So first, before I get into the donations, I would like to say the Metroid Suit Choice Bid War is going to close midway through this run. Currently, no suit is sitting at $3,800, where the suit is sitting at about $1,600. So if you really like that suit and really hate your wallet, now's your time to shine. Have $200 from 𝓃𝓏𝓮. So excited to see 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓕 running Dragon Warrior at a GDQ. Put this donation towards running the main event. Wait, that's not available? Maybe Superman can make it happen? $20 from 𝓃𝓃𝓮𝓵𝓂 says, using RNG manipulation to get my comment read. Command? Command? Command. Have $10 from the one and only MotherBrain93. Greetings from Torian, first time donor, second time Friday Crade. Good luck on the run, McFly. Oh, and congrats on your new PB in Karnov. Feels rid, man.
Alright, we're into the next section here. And I had the idea late last year to combine 2 different sections into one. It requires difficult manipulation to chain them together. After we defeat the Axe Knight to get Erdrick's armor, which is necessary to get through Sharlock without taking damage from barrier tiles, we're not going to know what frame we're on when we have 2 text boxes to clear. Every time we have a text box to clear, the game doesn't give us a prompt to make some sort of buffer to leave us on a known RNG value. So I'm going to encounter a random enemy, and we're not going to know which one it is until we see it. It'll be either a green dragon or a wizard. And we're going to use that to determine what frame we're on and set up a second manipulation chain out of Hawksness. Now this path turned out pretty nicely. There are only 4 stops on the way to town here. The last one is right here, and then there's just one more inside. It's very important for me to note in terms of the difficulty of this, if you make one mistake, if you pause in the wrong spot, the RNG just spirals out of control and there's no way to reset yourself. So here again, we put the Axe Knight to sleep. Without sleep, we would not be able to do anything to him at level 7 with no weapon. And we're going to use a combination of excellent moves and the hurt spell. I found another nice early excellent move here. Excellent moves do more damage than the hurt spell, but they're only worth using if they happen early. So I found 2 nice early ones there. So this part is kind of difficult, but I'm going to clear 2 text boxes and hopefully it works out all right. Looks good. So we pace back and forth here. I didn't have to pace back and forth at all. I found the wizard right away, and we're on our way to the token now. In this particular section, I follow my notes pretty closely because the path to the token is different based on the enemy I encounter. So I just want to make sure I don't get them mixed up. I've memorized a lot of this just through repetition. So I just want to make sure that I'm actually following the right memorized path, but it looks okay here. So we've made it all the way to Erdrick's token, which is on this square. And we'll do a little manipulation there to get our Death Warp enemy quicker. And that's the end of this section. Gonna take this opportunity to thank you. We're gonna do a little safety save here. The next section is unmanipulated. Manipulating the next section can save a little bit of time, but it's very, very complicated. We'll be doing that in the future, but for now, we're going to just do a safety save here, just in case anything goes wrong in �11's grave. We would just reset and come back. Gonna take this opportunity to introduce my couch crew. In the middle, we have 𝓕𝓼𝓮𝓵𝓭. Slurpee was there ever since I started racing this game on SRL. He was there for every race. We've got Sparkover on the left here, on my right. Sparkover just recently joined the Sub-6 Club for the no RNG manipulation category, which takes, as you know, a lot of dedication, not only in terms of execution, but also in terms of, you know, sitting through an RPG that long. So props to Sparkover for that. And on my left, on the right, is 𝓕𝓝𝓃. 𝓕𝓝𝓃 has been my most recent friendly competitor in this game in April, I believe. As part of the 12-hour challenge, he picked up the game, and he not only made his own manipulation route from scratch, but he also put it together and took the world record in April, and it held for 5 months before I took it back in September. He also discovered arrow manipulations, which basically allow us to save about 5 minutes off of the route. So it was a major contribution, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm very glad 𝓕𝓝𝓃 became an active runner of this game. So because the next section is unmanipulated, we're getting a lot of encounters on the way here, more than usual, but this is another great time to read donations for a while.
All right, we have $25 from Skillet. I cannot believe this insane Dragon Warrior manipulation. Young me spent hours trying not to let metal slimes run away, and you're just... $150 from Altanius. Here was hoping we had a chance to win one of Nescard's maps, but I'm glad to just donate to charity. Money goes to Runner's Choice. $30 from 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵𝓂. Hey, past DW record holder here. In the years since I've run this game, the record has been improved by more than a factor of 10, mostly thanks to 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉𝓼. He's the premier runner of this series, and I'm glad to see him finally make it into a GDQ. This donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Thank you, Lexa.
$25 from Anonymous. So incredible to finally see a Dragon Warrior quest ran at GDQ. It's great to have my favorite video game series be associated with such a great event and cause. Let's excellent hit cancer and send it fleeing like a metal slime. Good luck, Nescard.
Thank you, thank you.
$100 from Nick Cellier. No idea if I pronounced that correctly. Happy to see Dragon Warrior make it into GDQ. Good luck, 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉𝓼. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. $200 from 𝒻𝒾𝓃𝓮𝓵. Hey, AGDQ. Been looking forward to this Dragon Warrior run all week. I lost my father to cancer last year, and he is the reason I love video games. I used to watch him play Dragon Warrior when I was younger and thought it was fitting to donate for him during this. Let's put this donation towards seeing Superman 64. Go, descendant of Erdrick, and destroy that RNG and cancer. $5 from Princess 𝓕𝓻. Ness, help me, I have been kidnapped by a green dragon. Oh wait, I think I hear you coming down the corridor. Ness, help, I'm in here. Ness, please help. Wait, where are you going?
That was beautiful. So for those who don't know, we're not going to be saving the princess in this game. I think the developers just assumed that you would as a natural part of the progression, but it is possible to beat the game without saving the princess if you know where Erdrick's token is, which we do. So we don't end up saving her, and the king seems to be alright with him when we go back. So we're into the final section, which is by far the longest section. It's been a crazy adventure learning how to manipulate these sections together. Okay, I got a good frame there. So the NPCs downstairs are going to go up, up, down, right, down, right. So we're good. So there are 5 phases to this section. We need to go get the Staff of Rain, get the Rainbow Drop, clear a staircase on the first floor of Sharlock, pick up 𝓕𝓗𝓃's sword, and then after all that, go and beat the Dragon Lord. Tying these sections together is pretty difficult in real time, but I've had a lot of practice with it, and I've gotten pretty comfortable within the marathon setting, so let's make it happen. Staff of Rain first. After I clear the text boxes, picking up the Staff of Rain again, I'm going to have to come outside and encounter a random enemy. We're looking for either a Scorpion or a 𝒻𝒾𝓃𝓃𝑔. Okay, those are perfect text box clears, so we should be fine when we get outside. There's our Scorpion. A little manipulation and a little adjustment here, and we're back on track. We're on our way to phase 2 to pick up the Rainbow Drop. Once again, we're going to have to go through that cave and pass the princess by as she hollers from her room. We're going to stop here, still avoiding random encounters all over the place, and a little pause here.
I have the largest mouse. I have the...
And once again, I'm using audio cues to bonk my way through the cave. Pause here, and continue on our way south. Now, once I get to the final castle, there probably won't be any more chances for donations. I'm going to have to use a lot of audio cues for about 2 minutes or so, so now's a good time for more donations.
All right, we have $150
I have the largest
Digital
I have the
Badger.
large
The RNG manipulation is strong with this one. $20 from Anonymous. Nescard's meticulous nature makes watching his runs like Dragon Warrior amazing. $20 from J Dryad, longtime donator, first-time viewer. Sure. This donation goes to 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓼's choice as long as it's Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue.
I have the largest
Shoutouts to Firehouse Rescue.
Speaking of runner's choices, just a quick update here. Superman 64 is at 24,000 out of 30,000. Meanwhile, 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵 is less than $100 away from the English patch. $20 from Shy Ranger. This Final Fantasy game sure looks different. $20 from Ace Zero. Dost thou love Dragon Warrior? Yes, no, but thou must. I love this game and am really enjoying this great run, 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓼.
Right on. Thank you so much, guys. We're into the final castle. I can't look at the time, but we should be somewhere around the 20-21 minute mark. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to be in the dark for the next 2 minutes, so I'm going to have to rely on audio cues. I'm going to need silence, so please bear with me as we descend into darkness. Another manipulation here to control where we are. And here we go, guys. There's the first floor. almost to the sword. Alright, we're 2 steps away from the staircase. Perfect. On our way down to the Dragon Lord now. Once again, everything has to be perfect. Alright, now we can see where we are. We don't need to rely on audio cues anymore. We can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. Thanks so much, guys. There was a 50-50 chance of being on either square when we encountered an enemy in the room with the sword. We got the one where we get to do the nice fancy little manipulation here to set up our final encounter. It goes a little something like this. Alright, we're good. So, the Dragon Lord, the process of mapping out this battle is very time-consuming. First of all, the reason we get the sword is so that we can do enough damage to actually do a significant amount in the first round. We could beat him without the sword, but we'd be doing 1 damage per attack, and so it would take probably about a half an hour to beat him that way. Definitely worth it to detour for the sword. And you'll notice we're doing 10 damage here every time, so it takes a while to find the right iterations where we do 10 damage, and also the Dragon Lord casts Stop Spell.
I have the
We need him to cast Stop Spell every time so that we don't take damage, and he only casts Stop Spell 25% of the time. So it can take a while to find the right iterations where we get the desired results, but it's nothing compared to the second form of the Dragon Lord, which is coming up shortly. Here's our last hit on the first form. So first thing we need to do again is put him to sleep so that he doesn't do any damage to us. He would defeat us in 1 attack otherwise. Alright, 3 commands here. Command, command, command. And again, we have to be very careful how we do these inputs. So every hurt spell has a 1 in 16 chance of hitting the Dragon Lord. And in addition to that 1 in 16 chance, it's worse than that because we needed to do the higher range of damage. And if that weren't enough, we also need the Dragon Lord to stay asleep. Every turn, he has a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. So if you put that all together, we have about a 1 in 96 chance of getting an iteration that we want, a desirable result. We need those high rolls because we only have so much magic. We need to hit him 12 times with our hurt spell. So we're going to use every single one and go down to the reserves of our magic.
I have the largest.
Just an arrow manipulation. I'm just holding the up arrow here. As long as I'm holding the D-pad in a direction that the arrow cannot move,
I have the largest mouse pad.
It's essentially locked in place for a predetermined multiple of frames.
It works at Nintendo.
And that basically means
I
we
have
can
the
control our
largest
motion
mouse
out of
pad.
it and keep our control of which frame we're on in terms of RNG.
It works at Nintendo. I have the largest mouse pad. Just think about how big your mouse pad is.
Alright, 3 hits to go. 4 commands on this one. Command, 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 command. And just an arrow manipulation here. And finally, 2 commands to finish it off. Command, command. That should do it. We got him. So this is the moment where we use our wings to avoid that 80-second walk home, which I did on my first run, which is hilarious to think about now. Time ends on last input, which I'll give you a quick 3-second countdown for. It's kind of difficult to gauge where it is. 3, 2, 1, time.
I have the largest mouse pad.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for that absolutely incredible run. Anyone can just speedrun a game. You have someone here who has taken complete control of this game, moving through the dark, manipulating RNG. Absolutely incredible, 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉𝓐𝑼. Let's give it up.
Wow, thank you so much, everyone. First of all, I want to thank 3 specific people without whom the world record would not be as low as it is if it weren't for their contributions. 𝓁𝓗 for making the proof of concept video. He doesn't even run Dragon Warrior. I don't know what made him look at this game, but he did, and it changed the face of the game forever. 𝓂𝓏, my first friendly rival. We exchanged the world record a couple times shortly after RNG manipulation was discovered. And of course, 𝓕𝓼𝓲𝓲, my most recent competitor. Between the 2 of us, you're going to see some fireworks in this game in the future. We're going to keep going with it. I have speedrun 55 NES games so far. This is by far my largest contribution to the NES speedrunning world. So from the bottom of my heart, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so very much for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely incredible. Always one of my favorite NES speedruns, and 𝓁𝒾𝓃 did an amazing job. And it seems like the donors think so too. So here we have $150 from 𝓕𝓻𝓮. A donation draws near. Command, command, command. Absolutely amazing to see Dragon Warrior run at a GDQ. It's definitely inspiring me to start running RPGs this year. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. $70 from a good friend on the couch, 𝓕𝓻𝓃. 𝓁𝒾𝓃, here's $10 for every stop spell cast by that 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓽𝓚. Cheering you on from the second couch. $30 from Forgotten Warrior. First of many donations this year. Come on, guys, almost there. Let's get that Superman 64. $20 from Bass Guitar Bill. I am literally hooting and hollering at this RNG manipulation. This game is normally so frustrating, and 𝓁𝒾𝓃 is making it look easy. $50 from Cetra Blues. Had to donate during 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉�'s run of Dragon Warrior. His randomizers are always such a joy to watch, and I'm hyped to finally see him show off his run at AGDQ. Good luck, dude. Seems like you didn't need luck, because I think he manipulated that too.
I have the largest mouse pad.
Alright, a $50 anonymous donation asks for my best Star Fox voice impression. High quality voice samples in Star Fox games, let me tell you. We have $100 from Croton John. Hey Ness, glad to see you're getting to do your run finally. We're all rooting for you back home, so keep doing your best, which I know you always do. P.S. There's a little surprise waiting for your NES collection when you get home. Put my money towards Superman 64 because I hate myself. $150 from Elizabeth M. I lost my mother to cancer 6 months ago. She was only 60 years old. Here's to hoping less families have to cope with the early loss of loved ones. $20 from Das Dull. Greetings from Germany.
Largest mouse pad. I have the largest mouse pad.
$40 from Kamari. Hey, long-time watcher, so I figured it's about slime I donated. So glad to see Dragon Warrior, being run. Good luck on the run. Take the Dragon Lord on his offer. And an anonymous $30 donation reads, "That was freaking bonkers. If TMR is the god of Battletoads, then 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉𝓼 is the god of Dragon Quest. Just incredible."
Mouse pad.
I agree, Anonymous.
I have the largest
I
mouse
absolutely agree.
pad.
This NES block
Just
has
think
been
about
so
I
incredible.
have the largest mouse
from
pad.
start to finish. Been watching all day, and it's been amazing. Dove donates $20. Longtime watcher, first-time donor. I want to see someone cry while playing Superman 64. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Superman 64 incentive just passed $25,000. Literally, it is sitting at $25,001.87. We are almost there. This is the home stretch for this incentive, and trust me, if there has ever been a speedrun you wanted to see, it's Superman 64.
Just think about I have the largest mouse pad.
A $50 anonymous donation reads, "Some amazing brain-melting RNG manipulation in that Dragon Warrior run. Well done, 𝓁𝒾𝓈𝓉. Looking forward to some super speedy Samus and kicking Cancer's butt."
I have the largest mouse pad.
$20 from Erica27. Good evening from Sweden. Both my grandmother and my grandfather passed away in cancer, so this one is for them. Let's beat cancer once and for all, and of course, good luck to the runners. $20 from Prince Phoenix. Second donation so far, hopefully more to come. Trying to watch as much of AGDQ Live as I can this year. Love the event, love the cause, hate cancer. I think we all do, Mr. Phoenix. I think we all do. $20 from Peltos. Hey, AGDQ. First time donator, and I should have done so sooner. It is a wonderful thing you guys are doing here. Keep it up. All right, some quick donation incentive updates besides Superman, because I think we've heard a lot about that already. The Metroid suit choice incentive has been decided. We will be no-suiting the run. Superman 64 is still slowly creeping up. For our EnviroBear 2000 Choose the 5th Runner incentive, 𝓁𝒃𝓬 is $280 above the next closest competitor, Author Blues, so if you have strong opinions about awful GamesBlock personalities, now would be the time to use your wallet to prove it. The Sylvan Tale incentive did get met, so when we get there, we will be playing in English. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it is time for us to continue our NES block with Metroid Reply, running Metroid all bosses warpless. Metroid McFly, take it away.
All right, great. So, thank you.
You got this, McFly.
My man.
All right, thanks everybody. I believe we said the no suit was the incentive.
No suit.
I'm going to go ahead and punch in this password right here that all it really does is a cosmetic change to give us the sprite that is usually used after you beat the game. You can do an additional playthrough with the sprite. You may have already seen it from Justin Bailey, which is pretty popular. But that's really all this does. This will give us a unique sprite.
Yeah, it has absolutely no effect on gameplay whatsoever.
Right. So just before I press start here, I'll introduce the members of the couch today. We got Bad Breaks, 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵𝓺𝓽𝓵, we got 𝓕𝓻𝓿, and of course Dexter all the way on the right there. So, but with that, I'll go ahead and do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
There's so much to know about Metroid, so much to see, so much to do. Right off the bat, as per usual, we'll get the 𝓁𝓗 or Morph Ball. But unlike a standard playthrough, we're not going to just kind of go through the rest of Brinstar. We're going to immediately jump into a door glitch. Now, the way this works is 𝓵𝓂 is going to open the door from whence he came, and you'll see that he kind of gets himself stuck in it. And then just by repeatedly morphing and unmorphing in a particular pattern, he's just going to go up off the screen, off to his home planet, and he's back. So just like that, he gets to skip the entire bombs, and we're going straight off to 𝓃𝓃.
I have the largest mouse pad.
Now he does that trick by you can do it either by hitting down and then up immediately, or you can do it by down. Both work just as fine. The problem is if he doesn't unmorph quick enough, he will be stuck in the wall, and that's effectively a soft lock.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of these in this route, so it's actually pretty dangerous.
Yeah, especially in the beginning. And this one is kind of unique in that you're not only going down to the next screen, you're actually kind of so the game thinks he's in the screen below him right now, but it's actually when he tries to go in the door he's about to go into, it's putting him into the door that's on the next screen to the right. But the way that works out is that he still comes out that door you just saw him, and it just is a crazy thing. Metroid's crazy.
It's because the screen wraps infinitely if you from left to right, and what happened there is when he went left, he actually touched the
largest
screen
mouse
transition
pad.
on the right side of the screen, so it thought he was
I have the
right
largest mouse pad.
Yep. Coming up, one more screen wrap from now, I believe. We're already at 𝓃𝓃, so this is an any present all. This is all bosses deathless run, and we're already gonna see the first boss 𝓃𝓃 here, and it's one of the more tense moments. So the idea behind 𝓃𝓃 is that 𝓃𝓃's second spike in his chest actually blocks the shots at kind of your normal height. So what 𝓵𝓂 is going to do is he's going to morph and unmorph repeatedly. That's going to give him just a little bit of extra height so that he can spam shots. Oh, no. Okay.
That's my bad. I actually kind of expected to make a mistake there. It's not a big deal. We respawn here at the beginning of the 𝓃𝓃's lair, but that damage boost through the door is actually rather touchy, and I just didn't put myself in the right spot. So.
The way that works, actually, that damage boost, that is kind of required because you saw that, we've been able to open doors so far. Usually at this point, by the time you get to 𝓃𝓃's door, you've got a ton of missiles, just a ton of them.
Largest mouse pad.
Unfortunately, 𝓵𝓂 has 0. So when he gets to this missile door, where he needs 5 to open it, he can't open it without any missiles. So instead, he uses a damage boost to just kind of boost his way through. We're kind of lucky that that enemy is there to even boost him through, or else he'd have to go out of his way to get missiles a little earlier.
For the longest time, this route was thought to be tool-assisted speedrun only, but 𝓵𝓂 was actually the one who created this and was able to duplicate what the task is doing.
Just mouse
to
pad.
fight 𝓃𝓃 first, because this, for the longest time, was not thought to be humanly possible.
Largest
so that's
mouse
how the fight works.
So
like I said,
I have the largest
kind of
mouse
spike will block most of your shots.
I have the largest mouse
So 𝓵𝓂's going to morph
pad.
and unmorph, gaining him a bit of extra height
I
to
have
shoot
the
𝓃𝓃 just above his topmost spike. And then once 𝓃𝓃's, so that's going to be kind of most of the fight. It's a 2-cycle fight, sort of. The first cycle is going to be hitting him in the forehead, and then once he shoots that spike out of his chest, 𝓵𝓂 is going to shoot him right in the chest, spamming shots. First, a quick break for energy.
I have the largest mouse pad.
Ooh, that was close.
I have the largest mouse pad.
All right.
I have
now
the
begins
largest
the hard
mouse
part.
pad.
Let's go.
So let's
Just
go
think
𝓃𝓃.
about how
I mean, let's go.
I have the largest mouse pad.
Let's go 𝓃𝓃. Come on.
So he's spamming right into 𝓃𝓃's kind of nose there. As much as he can, he'll shoot into his forehead a little bit. But whenever the opportunity presents itself, he'll be shooting right into 𝓃𝓃's nose.
𝓃𝓃 takes a total of 96 shots to kill.
Yeah.
So this is a very specific pattern he's doing here that's very difficult to pull off.
He has one more If he takes one more hit, he's... Oh, so close. So close.
My man.
Awesome. So now that 𝓃𝓃 is gone, 𝒹𝓃 has 75 missiles to work with. So that can be used to open doors, to clear stuff out of his way. He is kind of a bit tight on health right now, so that just is a concern.
He's going to be using these missiles to great effect to make sure everything dies in one hit.
I have no words. He has to climb his way all the way out of 𝓃𝓃's lair.
This pillar climb is very difficult to do too because it's very easy to short jump. Just trying to jump straight up these things, and you'll hit your head on it and won't let you get any height. Like that room is incredibly difficult. Also, every enemy in 𝓃𝓃's lair does 20 damage per hit. It doesn't matter what enemy it is, it always does that much damage. So he has to be very mindful of what he gets hit by.
And he needs health for a damage boost coming up. That speeds up quite a bit in 𝓃𝓃's lair. So coming up right here, he's going to do a mid-air jump off of a damage boost. It's so tight.
Hey, my man.
That's huge.
That is Jack the Ripper right there.
That is so difficult. It's insane. So what he did right there, first of all, we haven't even talked about kind of mid-air jumps, but what you can do, if you unmorph in mid-air, then the game puts you in this standing animation. And, you know, if you move left or right, then you get out of that standing animation. But as long as you're in that standing animation, the game thinks you are in fact standing, which means you can in fact jump. So you can just kind of jump out of that. But not only does he have to do that in a very, very particular way, he also has to damage boost off that Ripper in a very particular way. It's unbelievably difficult, so big ups to him.
And another thing I'd note here is you might have seen me pause just briefly there on one of the platforms. There's a lot of enemy manipulation in these areas, so in that example, like there's a Ripper that's going left and right, and I wanted to make sure that he was moving to the left, so that here in this room, those Rippers will start moving to the left again, and they kind of get out of our way. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff here where you may see enemies that we wait to move a certain direction, or possibly we kill that enemy or leave them alive. And that's all just for planning things in future rooms.
Like right here, these yellow Rippers here on the left side, he wants to make sure they're going left when they leave the screen, because the next one that spawns is going to be moving the same direction the previous one was moving. And if it's moving to the right, it's a very tight jump to get over without tanking a hit.
So we're on our way right now to Norfair and then to Ridley's Lair, the second of the two bosses in an all-bosses run. Just before that, we're going to make a quick stop for an E-Tank for just a bit of extra health, as well as, very important, the Ice Beam, which helps us a lot, not only in platforming throughout, but more importantly later in Turian when it comes to Metroids.
He's also going to be performing another screen wrap after he picks up Ice Beam. It's going to take him straight to the elevator to Norfair, which is much faster than going the long way around it.
It's pretty convenient how that lines up like that. You guys will see it pretty clearly, but it's pretty awesome. So yeah, under him right now is actually the Ice Beam, but just before that, it's just like right in the next room, we have an E-Tank just waiting for us saying, please pick me up and heal yourself.
Yeah, it's right on the path. So it only takes about 30 seconds to grab this E-Tank. Usually if you were going for like a world record run or anything, you would skip this E-Tank, since that obviously would save you time, but it'll be very beneficial to us just for safety.
Yeah, because keep in mind, I mean, he's not getting the Varia, which is useful for kind of soaking up a lot of hits, for taking up a lot of, reducing a lot of damage.
Yeah, Varia cuts all damage in half, and all enemies in Turian do 30 damage per hit, excluding the Metroids, which do just a lot of damage for however long they're latched onto you.
I love these rooms in classic Metroid.
I have the largest mouse pad.
When the first time you're playing, and
have
you
the
just know
large.
you're about to get something super sweet.
Yeah. Those little guys that spawn in that room can really be a pain sometimes too. They don't have a specific spawn or anything, so they can appear in the door. They can hit you a few times when you're coming through the door, actually, which is something that happens quite a bit in this game.
You can be hit up to twice just coming out of that door. Once in the door and then another time coming out of it through no fault of your own.
So just as 𝓕𝓻𝓵𝓚 said, normally you'd have to actually come out the way we came and spiral all the way around, but just fortunately, thank you Metroid designers, after a quick screen wrap, then we find ourselves... we find ourselves at the elevator to 𝓁𝓗𝓿.
Yeah.
After a couple screen wraps and a terrifying scare.
That one...
That one is very easy to soft lock in, and I thought I had, so... There's a thing you can do in this game called up A, which is you pause the first player controller and then you can hit up and A on the second player controller to reset where you're at. And unfortunately, I didn't bring a second controller up here with me, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I soft locked there, so I was like panicking pretty hard. Oh well.
Well, I do have a second controller in my backpack.
Do you have one?
Oh,
Just in case.
Just in case. Hopefully we don't need it. We have one more screen wrap coming up, and that's going to be pretty much it for that. So.
Thankfully, this last one is not quite as dangerous as the ones he's been doing.
𝓁𝓗𝓿 is pretty straightforward. I love this theme, of course.
Oh, this
but it's pretty straightforward with some screen wraps here and there. So I guess we can
I have the
talk
largest
a bit about
mouse
more what
pad.
this category means exactly.
I have the largest
in case
mouse
you
pad.
guys didn't see underneath the screen.
I have the
we've got,
largest mouse pad.
This is all bosses deathless. Kind of, you might also call it all bosses warpless. But just to kind of avoid any confusion, it's better to just kind of think of it as all bosses deathless. And that does mean killing 𝓁𝓃 and 𝓕𝓚𝓃, but there's also categories like any percent or any percent deathless. And deathless, not only, the reason deathless is important is because after we killed 𝓁𝓃 earlier, we had to navigate all the way back through 𝓁𝓃's lair and back up to Brinstar. Whereas if you just died, or if you used up and A on the second controller, it would send you back to the entrance of 𝓁𝓃's lair. And that's a valid category as well, it's just a separate one.
It saves a lot of time in terms of backtracking, and I mean the disadvantage of up-Aing or dying, for that matter, is you always respawn with only 30 energy, so it's actually still a very dangerous category, but the time savings are just too much to ignore. Now in 𝓕𝓚's lair here, everything does 24 damage per hit, and he's going to want to try and eliminate a lot of these enemies here, not just to
have the largest mouse pad.
Prevent him from taking hits, but also
I have the largest mouse pad. I have the largest mouse pad.
Cause a lot of
I have
lag
the largest mouse
if you let them
pad.
stay on the screen too long, along with these wasps.
Oh, the ball.
That's fine.
Believe it or not, we're not too far away from 𝓕𝓚𝓃. 𝓕𝓚, so, I don't know, McFly, do you want to talk a bit about what makes 𝓕𝓚 so special in this game?
Well, I mean, do we want to spoil it or no? I guess.
But 𝓕𝓚's special. He's special.
Yeah, he's a little bit different. I guess maybe let's talk about it afterwards.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
if you think he's quite a threat,
Yeah.
maybe this is why we got that second 𝓃.
Yeah. All right. It's coming up shortly.
We just get this one last hallway here. A lot of fires in this room. This is one of the few rooms, though, that lag is almost beneficial because it kind of makes it a little easier to do some of this platforming, especially when trying to deal with not getting hit by any of these violas, the fire enemies there, and trying to land on a platform without going into the lava. Alright, so here is 𝓕𝓚𝓃.
I'm not sure I can watch this. I'm going to close my eyes. You tell me when it's okay.
Oops, I paused by mistake. Just thought we'd get an extra terrifying look at the guy. But yeah, 𝓕𝓚𝓃 in this game, if you have Ice Beam, even with this pattern of his fireballs, is really pretty easy to deal with. And that's pretty much it.
𝓕𝓚𝓃 has two separate fireball patterns.
I have the
One where he'll
largest
fire,
mouse pad.
really close, like what he had there. Or
I
one
have
where
the
he fires
largest
really
mouse
far. And
pad.
if you get the far pattern,
I have the
he is
largest
literally
mouse
not
pad.
even remotely a threat because you can just stand next to him and his fireballs will never hit you.
Right. Quite a bit different from other Metroid games.
So the important thing to keep in mind here, I think, is that... So what does he have? He has 2 energy tanks, the Morph Ball, the Ice Beam, and the missiles. So that means he's left out the Varia, the High Jump, the Bombs. He never touched the Wave Beam, the Screw Attack. So he skipped a lot of stuff.
And Long Beam.
And Long
Yeah,
Beam,
Long
yeah.
Beam. Yeah, very important.
Yeah. So it's like you'd think in Metroidvanias are normally like you would need to collect as much as possible, especially something like the high jump or something like the bombs that just help you to get places. But nope, not in this game. Not even for the very first Metroid game ever. So this is the kind of example where something like, you know, up an A or
I have the largest mouse pad.
This is deathless, so not allowed.
Yes, very traditional way to play. I mean, it's very similar to other Metroid games you may see where death wouldn't benefit you.
Now would actually be a great time for donations if we have any.
Oh, trust me, we have tons over here. Sick Guy 007 donates $200. This is the run I needed to see at AGDQ this year. Go, McFly, go! $60 from The Fam. Hey, Metroid McFly, it's The Fam back home. Good luck on this Metroid run from all of us.
Thank you. It's very generous of you, fam.
$200 from the wonderful 𝓕𝓚𝓃𝓾𝓮𝓷𝓷𝓼. This NES block has been amazing so far. Had to donate during this block and during Proto as a host. Good luck to the runners, and this goes towards Superman 64. It has to happen for Awful Block. $500 from Daniel Collin.
Oh, wow.
Rooting for my guy, Metroid McFly. Good luck on the run, and a big shout out to the Metroid community. Donation goes to McFly's Choice.
Thank you very much, Daniel. It's very generous.
Now we still got a bit of backtracking to do. We need to get back to the beginning of Norfair. That brings us to Brinstar. Then we got to travel to Turian. And in the meantime, there's all sorts of obviously optimizations you can do. But that was actually you're not supposed to.
I have the largest mouse pad.
And an unmorph to get through it. I love that little touch. You wouldn't even think it, but
right. You can actually clip through any platform in this game as long as there's two blocks of space above it for Samus to fit through.
And it's only one block fit.
Correct. Yep.
What it is, he morphs and then hits up to unmorph and jumps on the same frame that he unmorphs, and it'll allow him to just go. The unmorph gets him just enough height that he can jump straight through the block as long as he's frame perfect on those inputs.
So as we get closer to Turian, he's actually keeping in mind that he needs 93 missiles total to entering Turian. And I mean, he doesn't need it. He can farm them off Metroids, and most likely Hoodie will do that. But it's interesting to me that you kind of always have to juggle this missile count, because missile luck is a huge thing in this game, especially as we get towards the end of the game. Just because Mother Brain herself needs, I think, 63.
73.
Oh, 73. Yeah, 73. Thank you.
Actually, I'm going to go back for that.
As
you're talking about missiles, we just want to be safe.
Might as well take the extra 5.
Yeah, right.
Between Zebatites and then the Mother Brain casing herself, it needs 73, right, you said?
Yes, it is 8 per Zebatite, provided they don't regenerate any health. Zebatites regenerate health, I believe it's after a half second of not taking any damage. If done correctly, it'll take 8 missiles per Zebatite, and then Mother Brain requires 1 to open the tank, and then 32 to actually kill her.
So between these two, between the 2 large missile upgrades he got from the bosses, plus the 5 he got, he has a cap of 155 right now. So he just has to keep that missile count in mind. And especially as he approaches Turian, he could think, well, I could spare 1 or 2 here to like defeat an enemy quicker, like that instead of several ice beam shots. There are a lot of different farming options you have. I mean, there are those, I forget their names, the Geemers?
Geemers.
Yeah. Geemers. Coming out of these pipes, but they only drop, small missile packs when you kill them, if they even drop anything at all. Whereas Metroids drop 30 at a time, if they drop any. There are, of course, Metroids require missiles in order to kill those. So you gotta make missiles to get missiles, or as the old adage goes.
Right. I should apologize to Aaron out in the crowd. I know he really wants to see this bridge skip that we normally do in any %, but not today, man.
All right. Bridge skip is incredibly dangerous if you don't have bombs. Because if he doesn't get it just right, he is stuck in that pit and he will die from it.
Yeah, so like 𝓕𝓻𝓮 was talking about with missile luck, I mean, really it's not within our control, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just make sure we get a good amount of missiles right here. We have a big capacity of 155 now, so we're going to go ahead and just make sure we stock up in this room. That way, just in case we have the worst luck ever, you know, we'll still be okay. I won't actually have to kill any Metroids, ideally, after this room, as long as I have enough health. I might kill 1 or 2 for health, but like even here, let's just go ahead and get 1 more pack. Although I'm kind of scared of that guy. That's not where I wanted to put him. Like, so yeah, that could have been pretty bad.
So normally to get out of if you get grabbed by a Metroid, you need bombs. He doesn't have those.
Yeah, no bombs.
Getting grabbed by a Metroid is very, very...
this is not how I want to be doing this. Okay. You know what? I think that's fine. Oof. That guy came out of nowhere, man. All right.
And he will, of course, have more chances as he kills Metroids.
That's a nice little trick, by the way, just to not take damage while you're going through that door. A lot of people think that you have to take damage in that door because the 𝓿𝓻s fly right through it, but you can actually position yourself and morph right through it to where you'll go right in between them.
You have to be high enough for that to work, though. If you're too close to the ground, it's still possible that they'll miss you, depending on how fast the initial ones move. But it's definitely not guaranteed.
So in my mind, not to pressure him or anything, but McFly's real specialty is the Mother Brain, the last kind of hallway with Mother Brain and everything. I just can't wait for you guys to see it. It's such a treat. These Metroids are so scary to me.
Those do a lot. If they latch onto him, they do a lot of damage in a hurry, especially since he doesn't have barrier.
I have the largest mouse. I have the largest mouse pad. I have the largest mouse pad.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can just get 1 more health drop. Okay, nice. That would cap it out, just in case. But here we go.
All right, so there's so much going on. While you're shooting down these 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵, like 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵 said, it's 8 if they don't regenerate. You have to dodge 𝓿𝓻s, which are freezable, as well as watch all the turrets to know when and where they're going to fire. He very successfully uses damage boosts if he needs to. He uses mid-air jumps when he needs to in order to kind of make sure that he's always spamming missiles. As it gets on, you have to remember that there's lava that you can fall into. Here he is at Mother Brain. So I'm just going to be quiet and let you guys watch.
Oh.
That's how it's done.
My man.
That's absolutely how it is. A very good Mother Brain room.
Crazy.
Now we just have like, now we just have a minute and a half. Do you think you can do it in a minute and a half?
Come on.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Might not make it. Might not make it.
You know, this is a ROM hack now where it's 3 times as long.
These yums are incredibly hard.
Yeah, they are.
All the task yums.
It's not as bad without high jump, but it is not any. It's not that easy at the time.
Right.
By the way.
No, that's time. Yeah, sorry.
My man.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I missed it. I missed it, man. Let's get another one. We'll miss this one too. Sorry, I'm incredibly nervous, man. So, but that went very well.
Extremely well.
Yeah. What was the time, by the way?
22:49.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that, especially since we missed the screen wraps to create on the first go. I'm perfectly happy with that. So still well under the estimate. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Love to play this here, and I'm just so happy to be here. So yeah.
Thanks so much for the run, man.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Give it up for Metroid McFly, everyone, after that incredible All Bosses Warpless run. And I know y'all here in the house seem to like it. Commentary Couch seemed to enjoy it. And let me tell you, the donors did too. We have a $1,500 donation from Rabram. As usual, a great event so far. Thanks to the commentator, runner, and all staff who offers us this fabulous show. $200 from Sick Guy 007. I already read that one. Thank you so much anyways. $20 from JSR2 Gamers. Lil Z Raid. Good luck, McFly. May the run be as awesome as the best Lil Pup in the Twitch world. And $500 from Burrito Middles. $10 from Ploff27. Had to jump through a lot of hoops with some medical paperwork recently, so let's see some Superman 64. Had to donate for Nest Block for my girl Proto on the mic. Much love from your favorite CRT carrier. Kick cancer's butt. Thank you so much, Ploff. Alright, now, real quick, we are going to go to a Twitch ad as we get set up for an interview between the king of NES commentary himself, 𝓕𝓻𝓮, and the runner we just watched, Metroid McFly. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2018. My name's Proto-Magical. I'm your host for the next little while. Gonna keep reading off some of your incredibly generous donations as we get set up for an interview between 𝓕𝓻𝓮 and Metroid McFly. Beefster donates $5. I just want to see the train wreck that is Superman 64. Jezza32 donates $64.64. Long live the Man of Steel. $50 from Apollo22237. This is the run we have all been waiting for. No better main event of NES Block than the man who has put Metroid back in the spotlight, Metroid McFly himself. Good luck from your first and favorite sub, Apollo. Missiles, please. $25 from Charles S40. Hey Metroid McFly, I'm very happy to see you at AGDQ. When you did Kraid Iceless for the first time, I was hoping I'd see you at AGDQ. The original Metroid definitely doesn't get enough love. This is the first game I've actually started speedrunning and completed with a decent time. Good luck on your run. This game certainly isn't nice. Was that an ice pun? I don't know. Maybe it was. I'm gonna assume it was. $123 from JX09. Good luck, McFly, on the true Metroid boss, Missiles RNG. $30 from Kenta Kurodani. Let's go, McFly! It's been great to get to know you as part of the Metroid 2 community, and I know your run is going to go amazing. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. $300 from Camtendo. Greetings from Nebraska. Longtime viewer, second-time donor. Sup, McFly? It's been a blast watching your progress as a speedrunner and a Twitch streamer. I still remember when you were trying to decide what game to run, and now you're a world record holder running at AGDQ. Keep up the awesome work, and let's see how much better you become this year. If you enjoy McFly's runs, be sure to head to his Twitch channel and smash that follow button. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to give Metroid McFly and all the amazing NES Block runners a follow. Now, speaking of those amazing runners, gonna throw over to the interview table where 𝓕𝓻𝓮 is with Metroid McFly to talk about that awesome run. Take it away, 𝓕𝓻𝓮.
Oh my God, Metroid! That was such a great run. I'm here with the interviewee/runner, Metroid McFly, right next to me. That was such an incredible run, man. I mean, and you nailed such huge tricks. The Jack the Ripper skip, Mother Brain fight was insane. I mean, let's start with Jack the Ripper. When you were approaching that trick, like what was going through your mind? Was it like, I don't know how I'll do this, or were you confident?
Well, you can hear me well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just one of those things where after you've done it so many times, you almost don't really even think about it anymore. Like when I went into it today, I kind of in the practice room was just assuming I was going to miss it. But when I got it in the run, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take it, you know. But it's really just something that's one of those kind of tricks. Doesn't have like the best kind of cue or anything like that, so you kind of just have to feel it out. It's a lot of just muscle memory, I guess you'd say, and just feeling that timing, I suppose. But I was definitely extremely happy to show that off here in the run. I think it's one of the main things that makes this warpless route work. So.
Yeah. And then what about the Mother Brain fight itself? Because, I mean, I said it during the run, but you just have some kind of connection with Mother Brain where you're just able to slay her consistently every time.
Yeah, it's really what attracts me to the game a lot. I really love Metroid 1 mainly because of the Mother Brain fight. I think it's something that you don't find in any other NES game or really in any other game, period. I mean, even when you think about Super Metroid, the Mother Brain room is a totally different thing, you know? So when I think about Metroid 1, that's really what I think about. And so it's just something that I used to play a lot. I obviously practiced it a lot and everything for speedrunning. And yeah, I love it. I could do it, 1,000 times a day. It's just fun. It never gets old.
Yeah.
So, especially with it being so random. There are a lot of different patterns and everything, a lot of different damage boosts you can do. It's just, yeah, it's different. It's not always the same thing every time. And so you just get to change it up, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been hanging about since you came here. This is your first AGDQ, and you've been very open with me that you've been quite nervous.
Oh, yes.
So tell me a little bit kind of about, as you were approaching that stage, what did it feel like?
It's overwhelming, man. I mean, really, when you're on the viewer side, you're at home watching it on stream, you really don't really feel it, And like the first thing, one of the first things I did when I got here to the hotel was I came in here and I just wanted to look at the stage and everything, like look at all the chairs and everything. And yeah, it's a crazy feeling. It's like nothing else. I mean, I was out here for many runs over the past few days, and it's great to be around everybody and everybody getting so excited and supporting all the runs and everything. It's very nerve-wracking for me, though. I mean, I get pretty nervous even if I'm like, on stream, my own stream, playing. It's just something. So you take that up to the next level, and that's what it's like being in front of all you guys here. But I think after, like you said, it's my first one. So I mean, if I do come back, I mean, maybe maybe hopefully not be as nervous next time. So.
How are you feeling now that it's done?
Oh, I feel so good right now. It's such a relief, man. Like I'm really happy with the way it went.
Yeah,
really.
Awesome. Me too. As a viewer, I was very happy with the way it went. Awesome. So you finished practicing for your AGDQ run. You finished your AGDQ run. So what's next for the Mr. McFly? What are you up to next, stream-wise?
I think there's a few other NES games I really want to work on some speedruns for. I still don't think I'm finished with Metroid 1. I really want to improve a few things, and I'm still going to play it. I mean, even if I'm not trying to improve the record, I really just want to keep playing the game because I love it so much. But there's a few NES speedruns I want to get into. I've been playing Metroid 2 quite a bit. In Metroid 2, I know that I think in the coming months should probably have some good improvements on the run and everything. So maybe I'll dabble with that a little bit too. But I've been playing Super Metroid as well too. So I mean, it's just probably just keep doing some of that stuff. So.
Got it. Cool. So let's do a quick couple Twitter questions right here. So Metroid McFly from 𝓻𝓵𝓮𝓵𝓿, is there any particular trick or optimization you'd like to see improved upon?
That's a great question. I think it depends on the category, really. But if you're talking about any percent, I really think that there's very small improvements that can be done. Say, for example, you get Ice Beam, you warp back, and now you can probably take advantage of that Ice Beam and freeze enemies in better places. I wouldn't rule out that there's certain patterns that you could form by leaving rippers certain ways or killing certain enemies and spawning new ones. So yeah, I think maybe just basic platforming and trying to squeeze little bits of time out. So.
Got it. Cool. At Nick Ban asks, Metroid McFly, what would be the most difficult part about speedrunning these types of games? How many hours do you put into figuring out these glitches and tricks?
Oh, wow. Many hours. I really can't tell you. I mean, shout out to Lord Tom, though. I mean, Lord Tom's task is really what I based this new record run off of, so he put in a lot of time that I didn't have to. There's a lot of other people, I think, that, you know, when you have a really good community, I think it kind of takes that load off of you. I mean, people like the Tycon, Controller Head, CAC, you know, 𝓕𝓻𝓵𝓃𝓵, all these guys really had paved the way a little bit. And when you're kind of adding your own things to it, it's not as hard as just trying to build everything from the ground up. So I think that definitely really helps. I mean, as far as how much time it takes, though, I guess that changes based on the person, right? But I mean, if you really want to practice it really well, a game like this, you really have to probably put in quite a bit of time.
Cool. So I have Sent here coming up real soon with a couple prizes. Maybe one last question before we bring in Sent. Let's see. So one interesting thing about this to me is that most folks would start with Super Metroid and then kind of work there and then think, oh, there are other Metroid games. Let me try those out. Yeah. Whereas you, I think, have started with Metroid, right? Metroid what was it that made you say, I want to start with the very first Metroid?
It's just my favorite NES game, one of my favorite games from my childhood. And so when I started getting into speedrunning, I just knew, I was like, that's the one I want to play. And mainly because, like I mentioned earlier, it's so fun for me to play. It never gets old. And I think that, you know, for something that you're going to put a lot of time into, you're going to practice a lot, you're going to do all that, it's really important that you still enjoy it. You don't want to hate what you're doing or anything. It's otherwise why you're doing it, right? So, yeah, just the fact that I can just enjoy it. I love the soundtrack, love the graphics, I love the gameplay. I just love everything about it. So, yeah, just went straight to that.
Cool. All right, we've got Sent around here somewhere. Sent, wherever you may be. Wherever you may be.
Where did you go?
Found him.
Oh. Prizes, Blackie?
Prizes, please.
I can do prizes. All right, guys. So, as always, we have a bunch of really cool stuff this morning. We actually have some stuff that's just about to close out. First off, you know, we have this lovely NES here, but it's not just a normal NES. It has the blinking light wind mod, which let me explain it real quick. So, you know, I love the design of the toaster nest. Like, it looks great, it feels great. There's always that, you know, fun, you know, push the cart down thing. But that's actually terrible for the cartridge. You know, it puts the pins in there with the connector, and then it bends them down. And that's why, you know, a lot of times with the toaster nest, you get a bad connection. You have to take the card out, try it a few more times, you know, you get that weird blinking light problem. It's not good for your cartridges at all. So what the blinking light mod is basically they've completely, you know, taken out the connector mechanism and replaced it so that it no longer needs to push down. You get your card in there, it connects, it's incredibly consistent, and, you know, it really, you know, lets you keep the look and feel of the classic toaster nest without having to go to the top loader with pretty much all the benefits of one. So that's super cool. That's going on through Strider. So make sure to get your donations in for that during the upcoming run. We also have this lovely Samus statue here from Jace Thor. Now, McFly, you are the Metroid expert. Would you mind quickly inspecting Samus there to appreciate the detail?
Inspect away.
Inspect away.
Looks good. I mean,
I mean, he's the expert. I don't know what to say besides
You heard it here first,
Can
folks.
I have it?
Looks good.
I gave it my seal of approval. Yeah, I mean, no, I think it looks good. I mean, I've been seeing this actually. I mean, every time you guys have been doing the interviews and everything, it's been sitting here, and I've just,
that's actually the one I've had my eyes on every single time I'm doing an interview. Just hoping that nobody sees it and nobody bids on it so I can do it. But.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's really detailed. I love all the statues she's done, but that's definitely one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Also, other things we have going on right now, of course, we have 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵's wonderful sketchbook that's going through the entire marathon. Guys, she's added like 6 or 7 more pages since the last time we've been able to have it up here. She's only going to keep adding more, talking about getting some guest artists in there. So hopefully we'll be able to show that off soon again. It's looking great. That's going to be a $30 donation at any point during the marathon. $30, any point, you're in for that. And last but not least, don't forget about the 8th generation console bundle, which is our grand prize. That's a PS4, an Xbox One, and a Nintendo Switch. That's $150 during the entire course of the marathon, cumulative. So, you know, hey, you get, you know, $20 in right now for the NES. You get maybe $20 in later. And before you know it, you're entered to win like $1,100 worth of consoles or something. But as always, you guys can head over to gamesdonequick.com, check out the tracker. It's going to have all the information on upcoming runs, on the prizes you can win, on the incentives you can donate, and on the progress of the marathon for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sent. And thank you, McFly, once again. I hope you had a great, you feel you had a great first run.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Coming up next is Strider. It's going to be kind of an interesting speedrun tutorial. So if you want to see someone firsthand, an expert speedrunner, start learning a game, stay tuned. This is actually the thing I'm looking forward to most. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you very much, 𝓂𝓬, for that awesome interview, Sent for those prizes, and Metroid McFly for that awesome, awesome run. My name's 𝓠𝓼𝓴𝓮𝓭. I'm going to be your host for just one more game, and then I'm going to pass it off to another really amazing speedrunner. Let's get right into your donations, because there are so many of them. We have $150 from 𝓁𝒾𝓁𝓗. This has been one of the most bonkers afternoons of speedruns I've seen in the 4 years I've been watching GDQs. Great job, runners, and thank you, staff and announcer. $20 from 𝓕𝓻𝓃𝓏. AGDQ keeps getting better and better every year thanks to all the great runners. $50 from 𝓕𝓻𝓵𝓂𝓿. Good evening from France. Watching GDQ, both awesome and summer editions since 2015, and it's always a pleasure to see these incredible players doing the job for charity and contributing to collect so much money each year. Good job, guys. $30 from 𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂. Excited that I am able to catch these amazing runs and also hoping this goes a long way for helping prevent cancer in the future. Alright guys, let's take a minute and look at our upcoming donation incentives. Superman 64 is sitting at $29,646.30 out of $30,000. That is less than $500 away. We are almost there. You want to see this run. You need to see this run. If you've never experienced Superman 64, you'll never want to see it again after, but everyone's got to do it once, so make sure to get those donations in. We are so close. Meanwhile, for your EnviroBear 2000 Choose the 5th Runner bid war, Author Blues has done some serious catch-up and is now tied with 𝓁𝓻𝓵𝓵𝓂𝓃. So if you want to help make that decision, now's the time. We have a donation for $64 from donor.
I have the largest
we have a
mouse
donation
pad.
for 8 bytes.
Just think about
I
how
love
big.
seeing all these NES games being broken and reminding me of my childhood.
I have the largest
I lost
mouse
both of my
pad.
grandmothers to cancer, so always happy to support events like this. This donation is for my buddy Mr. Bite, whose dad was recently diagnosed with prostate cancer. If you're watching, I love you, BB. Save the frames and F-word cancer. $25 from 𝓲𝓻𝓵𝓂𝓿. Great job, McFly. Proud of you and all the runners. Let's put an end to cancer. Hi, don't mind me. I totally just got distracted for like 10 seconds there by this Streets of Rage music. Anyways, $13.37 from Blind Phazon. Metroid hype, and at least in my opinion, it was hype indeed.
I have the
Felix77 donates $13.37 again. Hello, AGDQ. Thanks for the wonderful, incredible event. Thanks go to all the speedrunners, too. I would participate, too, but my lack of skill in video games is impressing. Traditionally, I have to donate $13.37, this time dedicated to Gramps, who I lost to cancer. Let you all know, that was an awesome dude. Greetings, Felix. $25 from MetroidMan186. Awesome run so far, AGDQ. So awesome to see so many people coming together to help kick cancer to the curb. The Metroid series is my favorite of all time. Michael Music donates $30, donating during the Metroid run, as this is the game that not only got me into gaming, but also introduced me to the world of speedrunning. Good luck on the run, dude.
I have the large...
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. The Superman 64 incentive has been met. You might or might not regret that later. That remains to be seen. But just know, wasn't my fault. Thank you very, very much for all your generous donations. $30,000 for that run. It is going to be absolutely awesome.
I have the
speaking of other donation incentives, it looks like Author Blues is now pulling ahead of 𝓁𝓵𝓃𝓾𝓮𝓷𝓼 for the EnviroBear bid war. And looking ahead a little bit, the Secret of Evermore Anger the Chicken God donation incentive is currently sitting at just under 3,000 out of 7,500. So if you want to anger the Chicken God, now's the time to start bringing your donations in. We have quite a ways to go, but I know we can absolutely do it. Speaking of chickens and Secret of Evermore, the other incentive, there's a chicken with a theme song in Secret of Evermore, and you can pay to hear it, is currently sitting at $515 out of $20,000. Another really big incentive. You want that chicken theme song, now's the time. So many great donation incentives coming up, and now there has not been a better time to donate for them.
I have the largest. I have the largest.
I don't know if someone's sitting up there like picking music, but now we've got Thunder Force. Like whoever's curating this playlist, thank you. This is awesome.
I have the largest mouse pad. I have the largest mouse pad.
$200 from Ozzy Drop, which may or may not have been the killing blow. Ozzy Drop says, got to see that Superman 64 run. $20 from Jack Nyarns. Greetings from Scotland. Been watching ever since the beginning and love what you folks have been doing since. It's been great seeing how the event went from a few peeps in a room together to how huge it is now. Oh, and Superman 64, yeah!
I have the largest. I have the largest. I have the largest.
An anonymous $150 donation. Look! Up in the sky! It's a green ring! It's another green ring! Yup, it's another green ring! Oh wait, is that Superman 64?
Large.
$20 from Fuzzwump. My son was born during AGDQ and celebrated his second birthday, the first day of AGDQ this year, and we've been watching all week. Here's to many more years of GDQ watching and donating.
I have the large.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, after enjoying this incredible NES block all day long, it is time for the main event. I don't know about y'all. I don't remember the last time I was this excited for a speedrun at a GDQ. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge, huge excited welcome to Darkman and Jimmy Poopins for the Strider tutorial.
All right, guys, welcome. So, I am Darkman78. With me here is Jimmy Poopins. So this is definitely going to be something you have never seen before at a GDQ. This is going to be a very interesting run. So, I am not actually running this game. I will touch the controller for maybe 15 seconds. The rest of the time, it will be all on Jimmy. Jimmy here, this game is called Strider. It's a little obscure game released in 1989 by Capcom. Jimmy here has actually never played the game before. He has never seen it. He does not know what to expect at all. That's okay, because I am going to teach him. So I know the game. I know it inside and out. And I'm going to teach him everything that he knows. So we are going to we're going to do this 2 times. First, we're going to go through the entire game. I'm going to tell him everything that he needs to know. Some backup stuff, things that he needs to be aware of in case they happen. And then once we do all of that, we're going to reset and we're going to do another run. Except this time, I'm not going to give Jimmy any advice whatsoever. He's on his own. Maybe make fun of him or something like that, but I'm not going to give him any advice. So, why are we doing this, you say? Well, for me, at least, I feel like, a lot of you watching at home, you feel like, oh, these runs are super impossible. All the runs I watch, there's these impossible tricks and zips and glitches. And while it may seem difficult, it's not the case because you're watching the end product. You're watching a runner who has spent hundreds or maybe thousands of hours practicing their run ahead of time to make sure it's GDQ ready. Well, I'm here to show you that there is a beginning product, and now you get to see what it's like to learn a game really fast and just execute and see what you can do having learned to run with a limited amount of time. So
I have the largest...
my notes here, making sure I got everything here. Yeah, so, without further ado, you ready, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're going to start the timer when I hit start?
Yeah, so as soon as you hit start, we're going to start the timer.
Yeah,
so
I don't know anything.
He knows nothing.
All I've been told is don't go to the password screen.
He cannot go to the password screen. If he does that, he's in big trouble. So go ahead, press start, get us on the screen. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Jamie. So we got text here. Mash, A and B. You're going to press A and B, so
like
you're going to get through
alternating?
the text. Yes.
Doesn't matter?
You can do both. Right. It doesn't matter. So we're actually trying to get through this text as fast as possible. There's a lot of lore. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. There's a lot of lore. This is very important. All right, so you want to kill Cain. That's what they're telling you.
Kill Cain?
Yeah, and it says kill Cain.
Was that Cain?
It says kill Cain. I can't do it.
Oh.
I can't do it.
I need to find him.
Yeah. All right, so you're going to hit A to transfer. So you're going to hit A again. You're going to Kazakh. Not Kazakhstan. Kazakh.
Just Kazakh.
Okay. So you're going to hit A. All right, so now you're transferring to the first stage. So most important part right here. There's a box. Jump over it. If you don't jump over it, you messed up.
I don't know. How do I jump?
How do you think, dude?
A?
There you go. All right, you jumped over the box. B sword slashes. There you go. It's okay if they hit you. Just keep going. So your health is right there on the top left of the screen. So you can see you're at 18 health right now. Go up slope. Yeah, slopes are slow. So you can kill that guy. All right, go down. So go to the left now. You're jumping over boxes, dude. You're doing well. It's fine. You can jump and kill. It's okay. So notice your health. Your maximum health for this stage is 20. That's really important. No. So you want to go down that pit to the left. To the left. Oh. Kill that guy. Okay. So go up to... Okay. So this is an important thing to know. If you slash that wall, you will get a health drop. Don't ask me why you slash walls and get health drops. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. So there is zips in this game. So I'm going to explain a little bit later what a zip is.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've actually never seen one of my students do that before, so there you go. Don't do that. Okay, so this is a zip. So I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to give a little bit more complicated explanation for how this works to Jimmy because he understands.
Oh, did you mention the controller? Is that mentioned?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. We do have an input display, as you can see. So like anytime we press left or right, you can see it in action.
I have the largest map.
Try at home.
So what's going to happen is he's going to zip through this wall. So what you're going to do is, in quick succession, you have to press these inputs. So first you're going to press left.
The largest.
And then immediately after, it's literally the frame after. So left, then start. So as you're doing that, look at Strider. So it's important that you're going to have a visual cue as to when you need to do the next step. So that's not really correct. Okay, so you see right there when he has his knee up?
Yeah.
That's the visual that you're looking for. There are a few other instances where it works, and you're welcome to experiment with it, but that's the one that I know with 100% certainty will work.
Okay.
So you're in this position. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hold right and down. You're going to hold them both.
Diagonal?
Yes, okay. Diagonal. So you're going to, and then you're going to press start. Immediately after you press start, release. You don't want to hold it.
Release down left or down right?
Yeah, you release down right after you press the start button.
So like for a frame, I hold it?
Yeah, basically. It's like a fluid motion. Exactly. It's kind of like what you did earlier. So you do left start, and then you hold down right, and then that's it. So now you see like you're kind of like to the right. So you're actually going to repeat that. You're still going to do left and down again, or left and start again. Yeah, you're still going to repeat
largest
even though you're
mouse.
facing right. You
The largest mouse.
So, okay, so you see that's kind of right. That's right. Okay, so now I'm going to do down right.
Wait, did you press left there?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to do the same thing again, left. Even though you're facing right, you're going to do left.
Okay.
It's working as well, not really working as intended, but it's working. So down right. And
so it's a different cue this time, right? Because last time you told me his knee's in the air.
So
is
again,
there any visual
so
here?
it's the same cues. So I know this is going to work, but it doesn't necessarily work. So this is one of the animations where it probably will work. It's okay. If it doesn't work, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Just
Largest
go ahead,
mouse
experiment,
pad.
see if it
Have the
works. If it
largest
doesn't work,
mouse pad.
Try again.
Okay.
So the knee up, you know, without question is going to work. So I know this is going to work.
I have the largest mouse
If it
pad.
doesn't work, you just do not hold
I
down.
have the largest mouse
press
pad.
start and try
Left
again.
start again.
Mouse.
Yeah, just left start again. So press start. Also, you have to unpause the game, then do left start. So you're gonna hit. So you're gonna hold left, right, and down. So you notice how I edge a little closer in the wall.
Yeah.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this a few times. So there you go. I'm gonna do it one more. Okay. So now we are in the proper position. I'm not gonna show you what happens.
Mouse pad.
Okay.
I need
Mouse
to get
pad.
this zip first.
Okay.
Okay. So you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
So there's a couple of cases you may need to know. So you notice there I was standing still. Sometimes you may be just get kicked out. It just happens. I don't exactly know how it happens. It might be a subpixel thing. If that happens, just kind of like go to the right a little bit and start again. You also may be crouching and your image is like really wacky. If that happens, try to press start and left and see if that helps.
All right.
We can kind of experiment with it
All right.
if it does happen to you. Worst case scenario, just get out and start again.
All right.
Just mouse
Okay?
pad.
All right.
Just
So
mouse
I'm going
pad.
to explain to the audience what just happened. Yeah, so go ahead. So you see, is that the correct position? Okay. Nope. Yes. Okay. Not quite. So if you turn around, that's no good. You have to make sure you keep to the right. It means you pressed it too late.
So is this good?
Yeah? Okay. So now you're going to do left start again.
I don't think I pressed
Mouse pad.
Can I just unpause and
Yeah,
Mouse
so
pad.
if you did not press left and you paused, it's okay. Just press
Okay.
start and you're good. Yeah, sounds good. You're getting this really fast. You're getting this really fast.
Am I
I
getting-
didn't have time to explain what I was going to explain. Just keep doing it.
I'll do it
Just
again.
keep going. Just keep going, dude. You're in there. Oh my. What? I didn't explain what to do.
This game's easy, man. I've seriously never seen it
You're
before in my
literally
life.
the fastest person to ever get it. You're literally the fastest person to ever get
That
it.
doesn't mean
I have the largest mouse pad.
I've literally never seen
Just
it.
think about how
So let's go.
Can I do
Let's-
it here?
You can actually. You want to go up that pipe. You don't want to be here.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
All right, sorry.
So let's do this. Let's go up that pipe.
Okay.
And let's show the audience again. 'Cause I was not expecting this. Not in one bit. Okay. So what Jimmy did there is, so he presses left, and then he presses a frame later. So a frame, there are 60 frames per second in this game. So each frame is basically sorry, I'm bad at math. Hold on. 16 milliseconds. So like 0.016th of a second. So he has to press it. So he has to press left, and then the frame later, that 1/60th of a second later, he has to press that button. You're going too fast, man. So he has to press that button, and then once he presses the pause button, he presses down and right. So he holds down and right. And then he presses the start button, and immediately after, it's basically a frame later, just like we just explained, he releases it. So that allows him to get in the position, and he keeps doing it, and it keeps inching him further and further until he's in the wall. And then once he's in the wall, it's simply a matter of pressing left, and then you zip. You saw him go up and down. He's going to show it to you again, because he's really good at this game. Oh my god, okay.
It's like you want to do like a quick left start. That's
Yeah,
like,
basically.
It's one frame left.
So yeah,
Whoa,
as
he's
you can see
going.
there, so
Look
you
at
want to
him
press
go.
right. You want to press right to go out.
I like this though.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going to happen if you keep going. Okay. So as you can see, you want to do it again? I mean.
Oh,
okay.
I thought you were still explaining.
No, that's
Okay.
fine. Go ahead.
All right.
So once he's in the wall, he presses left, and that's when you see Strider. Strider's the main character. That's when you see him zipping up and down the wall. And then he wants to make sure he doesn't press right too early to zip out. So once you press right, you zip out to get out. If he presses it too early, he ends up actually standing back at this black portion again. So he just wants to make sure he waits until the black is gone, and then he's going to be in the gray area, and then he can press right to get out.
So is this the right position? Or do I go one more?
That is the right position.
Okay.
But if you don't think it's the right position, experiment.
Is
Try
it okay if I go too far?
I don't actually know what happens if you go too far. But if you go too far, I think it's fine. Okay, so you see what happens if you press right too early? So
I actually didn't press right there. It just spit me out.
Oh, it's because you pressed left, probably.
Okay.
You pressed left and start. That's probably what happened. So you don't want to press left and start. Once you're in the position of zip, just press left. Don't press start. So that's what you have to do.
Now that the pressure's on, I can't
Yeah,
get
dude.
it.
All right, the pressure's on, man. This is literally the hardest part of learning the game, so you kind of breeze through it.
You should explain something, because then I'm not like...
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'll talk about a few other speedrun things that I wanted to talk about until we got it so fast.
See, okay, never mind. We got it now.
All right.
All right, so how do I actually start the movement?
So you just press left, and that starts to move. Do not press start. Just press left.
Doesn't matter if I press it for more than like a frame.
Just tap it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, when do I exit?
Tap right now. There you go.
Like
so
on the top of that.
when the black is gone. Do you saw the black?
Oh
above?
no, I wasn't paying attention. I'll look at it next time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when you when the area in which you were before, there's a little black in the background. Once that black is gone, then you can press right. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to the right. Remember, don't go up that pipe again.
Okay.
Do not go.
Because
up that pipe.
yeah, it's one way, right?
So now you want to jump over this thing over here because it does.
I just took a lot of damage.
Yeah, you just took a lot of damage. That's bad.
Okay.
All right. So you want to slash that guy? Yeah. Hopefully he drops health. Nope. Okay. Before you go down. All right, so now you got to understand how the sword works. So the sword is like a rhythm. It's not like a mash. So yeah, you want to kind of, if you try to do it too hard and see what happens. That's like super slow. Like,
okay.
Mash as fast as you can. Like you can see how like the animation kind of like messes it up. Yeah, so you want to like establish that rhythm to slash as fast as possible.
Yeah, because the sword is active for some amount of frames.
Exactly. So again, the
like
frames. That's a pretty good one. That's good. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just saying, like, get used to it. So before you go down, there's going to be a little robot with an arm. So he's going to stick his arm out and try to kill you. And he will one-shot you. So, however, his range is, like, really small, like, really tiny. You have to, like, literally be, like, in him to get hit. So.
Okay.
But you also have to be really close to hit him, and he takes multiple sword hits. So just keep that in mind when you go down. And you can't crouch and hit him. You have to hit him standing up. Okay.
Does he shoot anything?
Nope. Just the arm is the only thing that kills you.
jeez.
Yep. He walks closer to you. Yeah, that's the arm that...
Get away.
You're too far away. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. He's not going to hit you there. Okay, all right. So, now you're pushing the boss. So the boss, there's two parts. The first is literally a box. Literally a box.
Jump over those, right?
No, not this box. You got to kill it. Okay. So the box will go among the corners, so it rides along the corners. It forms like a square pattern, right? So... if at any point it is on the top middle area, it will fire 4 bullets in the center. So you do not want to be in the center.
So avoid the center.
Avoid this. Well, like, you can't always avoid the center.
Just read the pattern.
Read the pattern. If it's at the top middle, it'll fire bullets. Okay. It always goes in a single pattern, same speed. It doesn't like do anything crazy. So you do that. You're probably gonna die, by the way, because those bullets do 10 damage to you. You have
okay.
Yeah, so
it's a one shot.
Yeah. So go to that little green spot over there. I want to introduce you to spear attack. So if you hold up and then jump, that's your spear attack. It does the most damage. However, it's a little bit risky to do against the box because like if you like use the spear and go up, and the box is like coming down, you may die.
So yeah, we're like. The sword is my hitbox, and then once it hits my arm, I'll take damage. Is that kind of the hitbox?
Well, the box actually has a weird hitbox. It has to like get in like the middle of you. Like it goes to like your shoulder before it hits you. So you have a little bit of leeway.
All right.
So
I'll be conservative.
So
but
if you kill the box before you die, pause, and I'll explain to you the second part.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you have to go to the left.
So you say he goes around the room. So do I jump?
This way.
Do I jump over when he's coming on below?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
At the top, he fires bullets as well, so just be at the side of the screen.
Yep, that's what we were explaining. At the top middle is when he fires his bullets.
This
you got to keep going until you hear the music change. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Careful. Oh. Okay, so you see how the bullets work.
What? I'm stuck here? Like I can't jump that?
What do you mean?
This blocks me?
That doesn't block you.
Oh, why can't I move like while I'm jumping?
Oh,
Strider.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
Strider, basically. There you go. You can use a spear. There you go. See? You kind of see how the hitbox works there. It's a little bit difficult to use the spear when it's going down, but when it's going up, it's not too bad. Okay, press start. Okay. Very important. Don't ask me why this works this way. You see that little diamond in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were to the left, so it's going to fire bullets. And the hitbox is like that little like mouth thing on the triangle, like this entire like triangle thing. You know? So that's the entire hitbox. So use the spear to kill it. You can also use the sword.
So I just get under and hold up and jump?
Not quite. Okay. So it will fire bullets from the top and then it'll come down. If you get hit to the left of the diamond, it does 2 damage. If you get hit to the right, it does 10 damage.
Just where my sprite is.
Yes, where your sprite is. Don't ask me why. That's just Strider.
Stay left, right?
So stay to the left. Basically, what you want to do is you want to like stay slightly to the left of the diamond.
Yeah,
and
like
use your
here.
spear. Yeah, use your spear, and when bullets come, avoid them.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if you can do it.
Do they come from his like head, like his eyes?
They come from the middle. they come from his hitbox.
Can I just stand over here and dodge for a little bit to get used to it?
Sure.
All right.
It's
it's really easy. Okay. I was expecting like Toho, like.
By the way, the spear does a lot more damage than the sword, and yes, they explode. I forgot to tell you that.
All right. Huh?
Okay. Doing good.
Whoops.
Got him.
Got him, dude. First time. Wow, you proved me wrong. Most people die there the first time around. So you leveled up, and now you have a slide.
Whoa. I got a floppy disk.
You got a floppy disk. It's very important, actually.
It's file number 5.
It's very important. You should press A, by the way. You can do a slide.
I was
now.
waiting for you to tell me.
You can do a slide.
Everyone.
Down.
So, yeah, so.
Just think about how big your mouse pad is.
Select file.
Everyone is so impressed by the size of your mouse pad.
Twice, dude. Okay, press A.
Look at that shit.
More text, dude.
You're
More lore.
Oh, I got to mash.
Yeah, dude. It's lore. You got to mash through the lore. Yo, check out that guy's sunglasses. What do you think? They're pretty good, right?
I like them.
Okay, whoa! Okay, so you want to press to the right, and that's Australia. So you want to go to Australia. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you a few new mechanics. So first is the slide. You cannot do a neutral slide. So what a neutral slide means is if you were to press it down and A, that would not do anything. So you need to press down right or down left and A to slide.
I see.
Yes, so that's how that works. So you want to press select. That brings up your menu. So this is your menu of skills. So you see your H max, that's your HP, your E max, that's your energy. All of your tricks, as they call it, require energy. So let me introduce you. There's 3 ones you need to know. Medical, that restores your HP a little bit. Jump, that allows you to jump higher. This is going to be very useful in certain areas. Warp, if for some reason you find yourself in a scenario where A, you can't do anything, or B, you think you're going to die, and I'm going to point out those 2 specific instances, that's when you use Warp.
Okay.
Because Warp will take you to the start of the stage. Okay? Alright, so you can get out of this now. Just go to Trick.
Does it start, you said?
Select is the menu.
Okay.
Yeah, so go to Trick. Okay. So you want to go to the right now?
Does this damage enemies? Or is it just like a Mega Man slide?
Yeah, it's just a Mega Man slide. You take damage and get hit. Yep, okay. So you want to jump over that?
And is jumping here faster to go up slopes?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, fine.
Yo!
Oh, hold on. Okay, no.
Sorry.
I said hold on!
Dude, he was shooting at me. What do you want me to do?
Don't! Just take the
let
damage!
him kill me?
Take
Alright.
the damage! Alright, go to the left.
Do I need to spawn him again?
Yeah, you
Alright.
that should be fine. Oh, okay. So you're going to use the slope momentum because it takes you faster, and then you're going to jump over him, and the reason why is he's going to zip you.
Okay.
So you're going to jump to the right, and you're going to jump over him, and then go against the door, and then tap left, and then just wait for him to zip you. You'll
Okay.
see.
So do I... Alright.
Yeah, you'll see. Okay, so you just press left and just wait. Watch it work. It's beautiful.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
Can I do this here?
Yeah, no, you don't want to sit there. So you want to kill that guy. It's kind of tricky here because, like, you know, you're going to... Yeah, there you go. All right. So, oh, hey, health. All right, so kill that guy.
All right.
Don't... Yeah, kill that guy, but don't go too far. Okay. So you want to use the slope momentum because there's a large wall of spikes. Yeah, use the slope momentum and jump
over it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oops.
That's fine. Okay, so now you can slide through there. That's fine. Okay, so keep going.
Is sliding faster?
I think so, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Just a tad bit. All right. Okay, this is what you're going to do here. So if you just... we actually want to go to the right after we go down. However...
Zip?
There's a spike there that'll hurt you and do quite a lot of damage. So just go to the left. Keep going to the left when you fall.
Like, okay,
Just
do I
keep
want
going
the
to
pipe or no?
Just
hold left.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now you can go to the right. Kill this thing. So you can kill this thing. Okay, wonderful. Good. All right, so now... Nope! That's fine. If you see one of those things that has a skull on it, it does damage.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to zip against that wall. However, instead of doing left and down...
Just switch left and right.
Yeah, right and down, and we're doing down left and start.
Wait, before it was right and down. You mean left and down?
Before it was left and down, and then you're holding right and down and start.
Oh, I wasn't pressing down when I was doing left last time.
You were pressing left and pause, and then when you were unpausing, you were pressing right and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I mean.
All right.
That's what I mean. So you're pressing right and pause, and then you're doing exactly. Okay, you're in there. Now I have to explain some things. Okay. So in order to zip here, you're gonna press right, and then don't press right yet. So
Wait.
press right. Then basically, once you see yourself like past the pipe, you can press left. However, almost immediately after you press left and zip, you're going to be in black space. If you do not hold a directional and press A, it will do a neutral jump. And this is very important because if you get that jump, as soon as you jump, hold left, and you're going to find yourself on a little piece of property. But if you don't get it, it's fine. It's not a big deal. We have a backup.
Yeah.
So do you understand that?
Not really.
Okay, so you're going to press right,
Press
and that's
right.
going to start the zip.
Uh-huh.
And then once you get past the pipe, press left.
Am I going to be cycling like last time?
No, you're not going to be cycling. You want to do this almost immediately. You
Does
don't
it
want
push
to
me up or down? The zip.
You start going up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
once I get past the pipe.
yeah, once you get past the pipe, press left.
Press left.
If you press it immediately, you just get kicked out. Right
This is
here.
where I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So you don't want to do that. So, so basically, you will zip down. You'll zip down below by doing this.
Uh-huh.
Down below is some black space, right? It's like the boss area.
Okay.
Spoilers. And you're going to be in the air. You're going to be in the air
Okay.
falling.
Yeah.
So if you do it correctly and you press A while you're do not press the directional buttons. You have to press A, and that'll do a neutral jump. So you'll jump, and then you want to press left.
After I land from the neutral jump?
Yes. You
Okay.
want to not after you land, after you jump.
But it's a neutral jump. Oh, so press A and then start holding left right after I jump.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you hold left and try to jump, it just won't work.
Okay.
That's why.
So just to be clear, I'm going to press right, I'm going to start zipping, then I press left, I'm going to fall into black, then neutral jump, and then hold left.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's almost immediately after you start falling. So it's like quick.
I'll do the neutral jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You, like, don't even bother waiting.
All right.
All right. Let's see if you can do it. Nope. Okay. So that's fine. So that's where you. So if had you get the neutral jump, you would have been on this little blue thing to the left.
Okay.
So there's a backup. So you're gonna press select, and you're gonna use your jump ability. So that allows you to jump higher.
A or select?
A. So now you jump neutrally, and then hold left. There you go. So that's where you want to be. So if that happens to you, make sure you're here. It's not very, like if you end up like in this black space on the bottom, the pink space, it's okay. You're just going to want to get back up here. It's not that hard.
Okay.
It's not that hard. If you find yourself here, that's bad because like it puts you in like weird junk.
Okay.
So anyway, so you want to jump up to the left now.
So do I have to get rid of my jump? Or is that just like a one-time use?
It's a limited time.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably lost it already.
Oh, sorry. So I use it as like a temporary buff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So you want to jump to the left now?
Jump?
Yeah. And just go to the left. Yeah, and jump out of that. Yeah, you want to jump out of that. Okay. So you want to go to the left. Slide if you need to. Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to respawn this boss. This is the boss area.
I see,
So we're
okay.
trying to respawn the boss
Okay.
because right now it just doesn't believe that you're like actually there.
Right.
So
The
you want
trigger's
to
over here.
So you want to go to the left and then press right.
Right now? Is that fine?
A little bit left and then right.
Just get rid of the garbage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. Okay. So that's like the transition. So
All right.
perfect.
Same boss?
Yeah. Same exact boss.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dude. It's alright, you have more health this time. You're stronger, so. And it doesn't do. It actually dies a lot quicker now. Don't die though. Okay. Same boss. Literally the same boss. There we go. Yeah.
I leveled up again.
Yeah, dude. You have more health and more energy now. More text, dude. More lore.
Oh, mash.
Lore, dude. Dude, the dude lost his glasses.
It's the same guy?
Yeah, dude, he lost his glasses. Oh, okay. Transfer to Red Dragon. Yeah, that's where you want to go.
Did I hit transfer or is that
You
default?
hit transfer.
Okay.
That's what happened. Yeah.
I was mashing A too much.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, let's go down. All right, so you're frozen there for like a half a second. That's
Okay.
whatever. So you want to go to the right. All right, you're going to jump over these spikes. Or you can slide through them. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So you're going to do the super metro jump. You know what I mean by that?
Space jump?
No.
Oh,
it's
the wall
like
jump?
a wall jump.
Okay.
Yeah. So what he's going to be doing here is there's going to be a little wall section, and he's going to jump to the right of it, and then when he's at an angle, he's going to left jump. And it does a little wall jump. So you're going to like jump off the wall. Let's see if you can do it. Yeah, like that. Exactly. So if you can't get it for some reason, you can use your jump ability. Okay.
So knowing Super Metroid helped me a little
Yeah,
bit.
it did.
All right.
But I'm explaining to people at home
Okay.
because not everybody may know what
It's
Super
left
Metroid
and then
is.
jump.
Yeah, so again, if for some reason you can't get that jump, just use your jump ability, press select, go to the menu, use your jump ability, and
Okay.
you're there. Easy. Okay, so this is the most important part of the game. So do you notice that like green space on the right,
Yeah.
like all the way on the right?
Uh-huh.
So that's actually bad because we're going to be zipping in this area right here.
Okay.
However, if we are too far to the right, what will happen is when we zip and go back down, we will be stuck in an area and we can't do anything. So our only option is to warp.
Okay.
So warp back. Otherwise, you're basically stuck. You can't do anything.
What if I'm out of energy? Reset?
Why would you be out of energy?
I warped too many times and messed it up.
No, you get your
Okay,
full energy
all right.
back, yeah, if you use warp. So what we're gonna do is when we go up, before we go up, we're gonna go up and we're gonna scroll the screen to the left, and then we're gonna jump back on the pipe, and then we're gonna come back down so we can start the zip. So if you understand the concept, but before you go, you're gonna go a little bit to the left, and there's gonna be some enemies here. So kill them without scrolling the screen. Basically, let them come to you. Okay, kill them. Perfect. Okay. All right, keep going. You gotta go edge to the right. Okay. Yeah, kill them. Okay, they shouldn't spawn again. Well, I guess they spawn again. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to do what I do is I do a jump. I go up neutrally, and then I slightly tap right, so I get that. You tap right way too much.
I just tapped it, man.
You didn't tap it.
All right, sorry.
So you understand the concept, though.
I think so. I just want to inch on it.
Yeah, exactly. You want to inch on it. You want to come on literally the left edge of the pipe. No,
I'm tapping it.
Just okay.
Fall a bit first.
This is a tap.
That's what I did.
This is not a tap.
Fall a bit first, then tap right, like right before you land on the pipe.
Exactly. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I forgot to specify that. Thank you, BJW.
Yeah, no problem.
There
That,
you go.
okay.
All right. If you cannot go down, just edge yourself until you can go down. Okay. All right. So now you can begin the zip from here.
Same input?
Same inputs as the right zip. Do not move to the right. Just start from here. Like, don't get as close as you can to the wall is what I'm saying. Just start the zip from here. Exactly. It's okay? Yeah. Remember what I told you about the really awful music? You're hearing it. Okay. So do you see these you see those columns on the right? So you see like the two columns, you're too far.
Okay.
If you were to zip now, you would not be able to do anything. It's hard to really explain the visual indicator, to audiences at home. But if you see those columns, like those two tiny little brick columns that are much smaller than the ones you see on screen right now, that is too far to the right. So right now he's in perfect shape. Keep going. So you will see when you're crouched again. Yeah, that's when you know you're right. So what you're going to do is, you see this blue background?
Yeah.
So when the blue background, when the blue background that is, with the same height as the platform you're on, when that disappears is when you can press the left. You don't have to wait for the entire blue background to be gone. Like you see that blue background below you?
Yeah.
That can still be there. You just want the blue background that is, level with the platform
So
you're
just
on.
draw a line.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Draw that line. The line of the platform.
Okay.
Once that's gone, once the platform is gone, the top of it, that's when you can press left.
Okay.
And you've zipped.
So I pressed right, wait for that, and then... Okay.
Yeah, you press right and wait.
Oops.
What happened to waiting, dude? What happened to waiting?
I didn't know I was going to rap.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Remember that happened to you last time.
So if I pressed right, am I going to zip, or do I have to do the setup again?
Find out.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So remember what we talked about with the columns.
So they're not there yet.
So you see that tiny column on the right?
Does that count?
This is very risky. Right
Okay.
now. Yeah, so I would restart it. There you go. Yeah, it happens. It's not a big deal.
Whoa, he zipped. He wants to play too.
That happens. I love this game. Okay, so you're crouching now, so you're good.
So I'm going to keep rapping.
Just let it wrap.
Okay, and
Let
then
it
once
ride.
that's gone, then I press left.
Yep.
Okay.
Once the blue that we talked about is gone.
Like now?
Yeah.
Hold left?
Yeah, so now you can go to the
What's
left.
a doctor?
Yeah, dude. Here's the lore.
How do you say that?
Yggdrasil, I don't know. Dude.
Yggdrasil?
Yeah, sure. All right, so once you go to the left is the boss. So it is actually a slightly different boss.
What's different?
So it has these little gyro spinny things that come at you. They come in like a diagonal pattern. So his hitbox is still the same.
Okay.
It's literally the same
just
hitbox.
One more thing I have to dodge.
Yeah.
Where do they come from?
They come from his center.
Okay.
Remember, you have medical if you need it.
Is it after the... Should I use it now?
Sure.
Well, how much... What's the max damage they do?
20.
Is it 20 on,
Yep.
if I'm on the right? Okay.
No, it doesn't matter this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So they do 20 damage. So you see how that works?
Oh, okay.
And the hitbox is the middle.
Oh, so there's no box. Okay.
No, there's no box this time. We've promoted from the box.
Oops. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you have multiple medicals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the lowest medical doesn't really heal much.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
levels. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? You ready for your next part? Yeah? Ready? The game's over.
All right.
You beat the game.
All right.
So when the screen goes to black, that's when
That's time.
that's the time. Yeah. So, do you have any questions? Anything didn't make any sense or confusing or?
I don't think so.
Okay, so just remember, if you find yourself in a situation and you're in Australia and beyond, so if you're in Kazakhstan, you don't have any...
I thought it was Kazakh.
Yeah, you're right. If you're in Kazakh and you don't have any abilities, so you
Okay.
can't use Warp there. But if you find yourself in a spot in Australia and the Red Dragon where you feel like you can't do anything, just use your Warp.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you going to help me on this, the real one?
Nope.
Why not? You're my teacher.
I've taught you everything you need to know, my son.
Wow.
You ready? Like I said, final questions before you go. I'm gonna start.
How does this
timing.
work? Do I get to reset?
Yeah, you reset and you just go whenever you're ready.
No, I mean like if I die on the first level or something.
So if you die in the first, you actually never died. I wasn't ready for that. So
What happens if I die?
So if you die in the first level, you just start the game over again.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes you to the title screen. You start again.
Are we gonna restart our like pseudo timer? Oh,
I guess they started it
they
for
started
you.
the
How about
timer.
that?
Okay.
So if you die in Australia or Red Dragon, you save your progress and you start from the beginning of those levels. You just have to transfer to them again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
May
give
I
them-
sneak in one quick donation?
Sure,
here?
let's do a quick donation.
All right, I have $10 from the guest. Guest here, here's 10 to start, but I have a challenge for the runner.
Ooh.
If Jimmy beats my PB on speedrun.com, I'll pitch in another $10. The time to beat is 5 minutes, 42 seconds. I encourage any
That's
other
really hard,
Strider
right?
runners in the audience to do the same for their PBs. Good luck. My PB is like a 7-something, so if you get a 6 minute, there's $10 from me.
Okay.
You can do it.
You can do it, dude. I believe in you.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, can we reset it?
All right, we reset it. You give them the countdown and you go, dude.
Kill Kane, you can do it.
You can do it.
Was
dude.
that last guy Kane?
No, dude. I don't know who it was.
I think Kane is somewhere in the game and you never saw him.
Yeah.
Because remember, there are 8 stages in this game.
All right, so I'm ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You guys ready?
Oh,
yeah.
I've been waiting so long for this.
So I'm curious, crowd. You want to shout like a random number you think he's gonna finish in? Let me see.
No.
What do you guys got? Come on. Okay. All right. There's some 24 hours. I don't think so. Come on, guys. You're gonna make me look bad. Forget about Jimmy.
My guess is 7:53.
I'm gonna go with 5:54.
Wow.
I like that time. You didn't. You messed up, dude. How could you hit the box? It's ridiculous.
It's easier to jump.
So why didn't you jump? Oh, you mean jump over those guys? Yeah. It's safer.
I really hope I remember where to go.
Oh, we'll see.
I remember how to zip.
All right. We'll see.
No, that's not right. It's
Okay.
this way, right?
Okay. Now remember, folks, don't help him. You know, he's got to do it.
Oh. It's harder when the timer's running.
Right? Hey, you get hit this time. Congrats.
Dude, he learned
I don't
flipping so
remember.
fast.
I hope it's down.
I-
oh, there's gonna be the robot, right?
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
Are you
yeah.
ready? Are you ready for him?
I was going to laugh if you got killed by him.
You are ready.
All right. What's the time? 2? I'm not getting a 5-minute.
No?
Well, a quarter of that was just dialogue.
I mean, you're right. I haven't mentioned how awful this game is.
I don't see anything bad about
You got
it.
hit by the
This
box.
all-
You take that back, Darkman. You take
I'm
that
trying to
back.
get the 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Risky strats.
I don't think getting hit by the box for no reason is a good way to do risky strats, dude. How would you rate this gameplay so far, BGW?
Ooh, 8
It
out
says
of 10?
right there, 7 out of 10 on the upper left.
Oh, it does. You're right. I didn't think of that.
I can't see the timer from here.
Oh, he's doing good. He's sub
Wait,
3.
what? Oh.
He's doing good. He's not on world record pace though. It's unfortunate, really.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh.
Oh, analyze. Left twice.
Nice, dude. You analyzed the file. So proud of you.
File is analyzed.
Yeah, check out that guy's sunglasses. Pretty good, right? Dude, check out that big scar on his head, man.
Australia.
Remembering to analyze is actually one of the hardest parts of this run. Like, I'm not even joking.
I don't blame you.
Warp.
You shouldn't have gotten it so perfectly the first
Yeah,
time. You
dude.
know what to do when you messed it up.
Now I gotta go fast. That's the problem. There's a difference between like just like yeah, walking through a game and
Yeah, that's actually a surprisingly tight jump that you nailed on the first try. Nice.
You zip, dude. You're a god gamer. Yeah, nice help.
I don't remember. Was it here? I don't think so.
Dude, I love this game, dude. We just clapped for him holding nothing. He pressed no inputs. He wasn't pressing the D-pad. We clapped for it.
It's Strider, man.
I rate it 46 out of 45.
Ooh, that's a really good rating.
Wait, is this? I'm not going the right way, am I? Oh my god, I'm so confused now.
It's the pipe maze.
Ooh, this is an alternate strat I never considered.
Is this it? I'm not good at I'm good at remembering tricks. I'm not good at remembering routes. Do you remember this guy?
Samurai, dude. New strats seen before.
You weren't
our
ready
eyes.
for this.
Well, there's gonna be no extra donation.
Oh my
He has
god,
a
this is
projectile?
great, dude. Yeah, I never knew.
Whoa, you beat him.
Nice help, dude.
I'm just gonna try to zip.
The extra gameplay that we got in this run is great.
Oh, this is it. Okay.
Okay. All right, we're good now.
I remember.
If it's any consolation,
That was the donation incentive.
if it's any consolation, killing that mini boss makes this into a new category that you're about to be the record holder of.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, dude. Congrats.
Oops. Okay.
Okay. You need to be able to do it, dude.
I
The
always
same thing.
forget.
The same thing that happened in practice.
He's a lot faster than the first one. I mean.
Yeah, dude. This is
Yeah.
hard mode box.
Oh, but he dies really fast. I remember.
He does.
It doesn't matter if I take damage.
I mean,
Got
in
him.
that case, no. All right, dude. Rolling along.
I don't think it's the same guy. Scar's gone.
Maybe you're right.
I thought you knew the lore.
When did I say I knew the lore?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you realize we've played like 5% of this game?
Oh, they only do 2 damage?
Yeah, kind of have a lot of health. Oh man, he's going for the slide.
Oh, I forget. Okay, there's a way you said I could do that, but I forgot. Back up.
Whoa.
Oh, it was the
Haven't
wall
seen this
jump,
before.
right? It was the Metroid wall jump, I remember now.
I can't tell you anything, man. My lips are sealed, except when I'm talking, like right now.
Oh, you jump so high now, dude. This is awful. Alright, it's back to normal.
Man, you're really good at the zipping, dude.
This guy's a Strider legend! Born to stride.
Born to stride. Getting body there, dude.
This is not a quick go. Alright, I can get 2 hits in there at least.
He's got the strat.
Yo. Sick run, dude.
And time.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it a hand for our new Strider Master, Jimmy Poopins. And another one for the Master Teacher himself, the 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵𝓂.
Thank you, teacher.
Anytime, man. So yeah, that's it.
So how much time did I lose due to the samurai?
Like
probably 2 minutes?
Probably like a minute at least. That was good, though. I like that extra flair.
I wanted to show the crowd, like,
yeah, of course.
we got the time,
please
right?
World record in samurai percent, yeah.
So
Sorry,
yeah.
Author Blues.
So yeah, that's Strider. As you can see, that is his first run ever he did, and he got it in 8 minutes and 19 seconds. So you see the estimate over there, 3 minutes and 59 seconds. That's actually the world record by my good friend 𝓐𝓾𝓮 over here. So, wow. Clearly, you know, he may not be at world record pace right now, but that's the thing. He spent 30 minutes and 8 minutes, you know, on this game, and he has a time already. So that's my point, is that even though you may be watching at home and thinking, this looks impossible, it's really not. Look at this video, watch it again, see if you can do it. You know, if you have a means to play Strider, go ahead, play Strider. Tweet at us, you know, if you end up learning the game. If you have questions, maybe we can help you out, you know. You can always tweet at me. I'm 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵78, you know, and I can always help you. So, you know, if you end up learning the game, let us know. We just want to see more people speedrunning, because it's really not that hard, even though many people may be out there watching thinking, this is so impossible. It's really not. So we welcome you. Please get into speedrunning. That's all I have to say.
Anyone can Strider.
Anyone can Strider.
Anyone can Strider.
Anyone can Strider. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our student and teacher here. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic. And I'm pretty sure Jimmy beat the first time I ever got, even with the samurai, so that's pretty good.
And that's it for us.
Thanks.
Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. What a way to cap off that NES block. All right, so give me like a hot minute here. I need to read this $10 donation from AGDQ Computer, which says 011011010101111101110, which, in case you can't read binary, translates to $10 donation. All right, and with that, my time here is done. I am going to hand off the mic to another incredibly talented speedrunner, friend of mine, the one and only Big John Osick.
You know, we should have a whole lot of you all getting ready to submit. There should be 1,000 entries on speedrun.com now for Strider. That was just crazy. Hope that's the start of something really good here. We are going to run a quick Twitch ad first, and then we're going to come back and read some of these donations. Got quite a number of them to read, so stay tuned for more of AGDQ 2018. I'm now here, your host, Big John. So sit back and relax and enjoy this ad. And welcome back here. Just want to tell you a little bit about the Yeti, supporting Games Done Quick events since 2012. Of course, they are the official merchandise sponsor for Games Done Quick. All those variety of shirts that you can see there, fantastic designs made by people in the community and whatnot. So, of course, make sure if you want to get one of those shirts, make sure you visit theyeti.com. All those great shirts, you know, get them. A lot of size ranges, a lot of styles, and make sure you get them before they're gone now. They're not there forever. So take a look at theyeti.com. Now, before we get over to the interview, we have numerous donations that we need to read here. So let's check it out here. Let's catch up here. We have $20 from Anonymous. It says, here is my $5 plus $3 extra. Been watching for a long time, and I love the event and all the work you guys do for charity. Shout out to all of those behind the scenes, keeping everything rolling as smoothly as possible. $20 from Flying Coffee Cup. It says, hey guys and gals, thanks for another great GDQ. Love from the Netherlands. Ricky Leaf contributes $10. Having a blast watching these amazing games ripped apart while at work. Just don't tell my boss, please. Hope your boss doesn't have a Twitch account. Electron Hero, $20. HEQ, thank you for all the years of entertainment for this noble cause. I don't think a single viewer can say they don't know someone or haven't been personally affected by cancer. Thank you for giving us all a way to participate in the eradication of cancer. $20 from James. Says, an amazing cause, an absolutely brilliant show. Glad to see so many people coming together for this. We have $50 from Garb, who says, anyone can start it. Yes, anyone. Everyone in chat. Half of you all should already have completed a run by now, for that matter. We have $200 from 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵, who was trying to put it towards that Superman 64. Heard it got reached, so this goes to Announcer's Choice. I think I'm going to put it towards, I want 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓵𝓵𝓇𝓼. That's what I want. By the way, in case you did miss it, if you've been AWOL or whatnot, the Superman 64 incentive was met during this past Strider tutorial. So if you want to see one of the most amazing creations ever presented to you on the Nintendo 64 console, well, this ain't it. But you will have a chance to watch Superman 64 Rain Gathering the Simulator. We've got $8.19 from Dr. Doss, who says, that was an awesome run. So are Darkman and Jimmy going to race the next GDQ? Put this towards Jimmy's choice. And speaking of Darkman and Jimmy, we're going to pass it over to Proto Magical Girl, who is going to go inside their minds and talk a little bit about what you just witnessed here with Strider. So take it away, Proto Magical Girl.
Hello, Awesome Games Done Quick 2018. My name is Proto Magical Girl, and I am here with the Sage of Strider, the master of something that begins with M. I don't know, I didn't have enough time to come up with this. Darkman78, and the new world record holder of any percent one more boss than strictly necessary, Jimmy Poopins. How are you both feeling after that awesome showcase?
I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited.
I feel great. It was a lot of fun.
Darkman, I want to start with you.
Sure.
You've taught a lot of people. We talked about it this the pre-show. You were a storied teacher of Strider. How was Jimmy as a student?
I mean, he blew my mind at the start. Like, I legit did not think he would get that zip. I was honestly thinking it was going to take, like most people, it takes like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to get that zip down. He got it in like 20 seconds. Yeah, it's literally the fastest I've ever seen somebody get that zip. So I was floored. I had like all these things ready. I was going to talk about some speedrunning stuff, like like knowledge and things like that. And he's just like done. I'm like, all right, what do I do now?
Jimmy, next question's for you. Actually, I have a couple. First, what are your thoughts on Strider? Are you done with the game now? Have you had your one-hit wonder, or is this your new main speed game? Because clearly there's nothing in between. All or nothing.
That's a good question. I had fun playing it. I haven't been speedrunning a lot lately, but if I like actually start grinding for a run, I might try to get a time and just see. Because it was actually a lot of fun to play, and I like that kind of thing. I've never played a game with zips before. Like, I've never done Mega Man 2.
Okay.
So that was, it was a new experience, but yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
How were you feeling about your run? One shot. What were your thoughts?
I got lost. That was a little bit annoying. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because you see some aspects of speedrunning, right? There's like your mechanics. There's also like game knowledge and stuff. Game knowledge is really easy to pick up if you just like play a game. But like, I'd literally never seen Strider before, so I had no idea where to go or anything.
Sure.
Like the controller mechanics, yeah, like it was maybe a little bit easier because I'm rhythm games and like other speedruns and stuff, but yeah.
So I know you have a history with games like Ninja Gaiden and a lot of a pretty big, pretty impressive library of games. What were you pulling from when you were doing that run?
So there's no way to practice for this game. I was like, how can I prepare? Because like I did Ninja Gaiden 2 here twice, and I felt so good going in because I was so practiced and prepared for it. I couldn't do anything for this game. So last night I talked to White Hat, and I was like, hey, teach me a game. And he teaches me Rygar.
That's good.
And
Rygar is like the hot practice room meme game.
Yeah, it's like a new one. It takes 10 minutes to learn just like this. And yeah, so I mean, I practiced a little bit like that. So yeah, there was maybe some similar inputs there. There wasn't really anything with Ninja Gaiden, maybe like the sword slash timing. Because like, yeah, the active frames is an issue in that game too. I don't think there's anything really that like transferred over. It's like general game mechanics. Yeah.
I totally had a question in mind and completely forgot it. So let's move to a social media question while I... Oh, no, I remember. Okay,
all right.
So now that you have learned the game, you have proved that you can Strider. Who's your first student? Because you have to grow the Strider family tree. This is required.
That's fair.
Who wants to learn?
Ooh. Any volunteers in the crowd?
Anyone want to just come up here? We'll just do it again right now?
Yeah.
TaskBot wants to learn Strider. TaskBot's looking at me right now.
All right.
I feel like TaskBot might want to talk to Cool Kid, but like... Hey.
That's fair.
Okay, let's get into some social media questions for real this time. Our first question comes from @Merity_K. Are you this good at teaching any game? This is directed at Darkman. And how did you even come up with the idea of teaching a run live at the event?
Sure. So, no, I'm not this good at teaching any game. This just happens to be a very short game that I can, take the time, and everything's very easy to explain. So, just like a perfect sort of circumstances for me. What was the second part of the question again? I forgot already. It was
would Strider be a good first speed game?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, it would be a good game to learn. you know, as to like how I got
Everyone
good
is so
at like teaching
impressed
this,
by
I
the
don't know.
size
It's just
of
like
your
it comes with experience. It's just like speedrunning. You know, the more you spend time doing something, the better you're gonna get at it.
Yeah. How many people have you taught Strider to?
Dude, I don't
like,
even know
total?
at this point. Like legit over 50 people.
Yeah.
I lost count.
Okay, our next question comes from veritable veteran speedrunner Bubbles Del Fuego.
No, we didn't.
Darkman, what are your honest thoughts
Come on, Felix. You
having
can
a
do
tutorial
this.
showcase
Remember
producer
your
for a
name,
PC game?
Felix.
Sure. So this
All
is
right.
one thing I wanted to
I
kind of
remember.
talk about with
I have the biggest
fellow
mouse pad.
speedrunners is honestly like if
My
you can
mouse
find a
pad
format that works. Obviously,
so
you know it has to go
large.
through submissions just like anything else. But if
It
you can
works
find
at
a format that
Nintendo.
works, and it
I
doesn't
have
have to
the
be the format
largest
that I
mouse
did.
pad.
Find something that
Just
works.
think about how
isn't
big
like overstaying
your
its
mouse
welcome,
pad is,
and you can do that.
Everyone is so
like,
impressed by the
don't
size
feel
of
like
your
don't feel like
mouse
you know you can't do it. I think legitimately any sort of tutorial that you want to do
You're
is
a
possible.
beast.
You just have to figure out a way
You're
that
a
works.
lion.
You also need you can't submit like Dark Souls.
Just think about how big your
right,
mouse
something
pad
like that, where the game is like 2 hours.
It's so big.
Sure.
You have the
Definitely
largest
good points.
mouse
I
pad.
know I've been thinking about this
Oh,
ever since we got
oh,
it,
whoa,
Kevin. Like,
whoa.
I would love
Oh,
to see more
great.
tutorials at GDQ. I mentioned
Oh,
here in the pre-show the
fantastic.
accessibility of it. I think it's a really
I am
cool
out of
idea.
mouse pad, so I'm just
speedrunners
going
out
to drag
there, if you
myself
have a
this
game
way.
that can be taught in,
Oh
like,
god,
20
my
minutes
keyboard
and
is
wanna
in the
bring it
way.
to big stage,
That's fine. That's fine.
submissions
Let's just
next
redo
year.
that.
So all of us here, and probably a lot of people on the staff too, are hoping to see more tutorials. All right, our next question comes from the one and only, I think, current second place runner in the EnviroBear Relay incentive.
He's my personal pick, by the way.
Author Blues. So Auth asks the Darkman, I know you're an experienced speedrunner, but which made it easier to learn? But did you feel Strider was a good example of a first speed game for a new would-be runner at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think, like as you can kind of see on stream, it was really simple to learn. Like you know, we spent 30 minutes, you know, me and Jimmy, and part of that was us going back to do the zip again because he just got it so fast. But yeah, there's really not much going on. There's literally 3 stages that you have to do, it took him 30 minutes to learn and 8 minutes to complete. So yeah, I think it's a very easy game to get into. And on top of that, you now have a
Everyone
lot
is so
you can check
impressed
out
by the
with
size of
all of
your
your questions should be
mouse
there. And if there's any question you have, you can always, you know, tweet at me.
And the input
you're a
displays there
talent.
too. So
Exactly.
You're a beast.
At РирSay wonders,
You're a lion.
did you ever have trouble as a kid with the triangle jump segment in this game? Darkman, I want to hear from you. I mean, we saw Jimmy Poopins kind of struggling with it at the end of his run. Darkman, what are your thoughts on this?
First of all, the only thought I have is I never played this game as a kid.
Hey, fair enough.
There you go.
what's the triangle jump?
The wall jump.
Yeah.
Where you the Metroid
Oh, the
ball
Super
jump.
Metroid.
I
Okay, the one I
assume that's
forgot
what you're
about.
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
going
kinda
with
like
too.
go in a triangle.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. Yeah.
I'm a speedrunner, not a geometrist.